I'm in the wrong spot.
Help!
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Good night.
We are NotGreatRPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and after a brief recap... Hold on. Thank you. Thank you. That's actually a weirdly relevant Oshuamp one. It's really quite relevant.
I kind of stopped for a second. I was like, does that say cheers Alglatha from Mike in the chat? Because that's horrifying.
It is. The dungeon is fine. Thankfully, we had some stuff put in outside to keep the water away from my house, so things are...
Armed guards with pikes.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they fight the rain.
They're fighting the water.
Yeah, we hired DJ to stand outside with a pike.
No,
fight
with
the
a
rain.
straw.
With
And
a straw.
all
of
the
it.
rainwater. Yeah.
As soon as it comes in, right back out.
He built a dam now. He's all bricked up.
Anyway, I am Don, and tonight I'll be playing Ether Revia, the Grave Domain Cleric, unless Laverna gets me
Why
again.
is this the caveat every time?
Because she's back again. Sometimes it's Laverna
Laverna again.
Also,
Moonbeam that mouth.
hi, Paul.
Oh, it's Paul.
Is
I don't
he
know,
here?
but hi.
Oh.
Howdy.
I hope. In my heart.
Hi, I'm DJ and I play. Nope, I did that wrong already.
I mean, technically, you are DJ.
I am
That's
DJ.
not a
That
false
is true. That is
statement.
correct.
You could
Well-
say your name once.
I'm DJ.
People might not know who you are.
Well, I'm DJ.
Oh, my God.
Surely they do now.
Yeah.
I play Lavgrim. No, I'm Lavgrim and I play Nezerna.
There you go.
There's Felix.
Womp. Little best.
Well, the group is currently missing green, which has got me feeling a little blue. Mm-hmm. I play Forest.
I'm gonna leave you on.
I'm also Glenn.
I thought you were gonna make like a yellow like. Okay.
And they were all yellow.
I'm Jel. I play Thariel. That's it.
All right.
I'm Sarah, and I play Ritora.
Unless.
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 I play Ritora.
All right.
Unless I'm Jel and I play
Unless Jel
Ritora.
plays her again.
I would like to play Ritora again.
Yeah, I'm John. I'm the Dungeon Master for Oshuamp. Last time we played, things had gone pretty bad. But we got to meet the ideal spiritual form of Felix Gray and his really jacked, shredded, sudsy demeanor.
Yeah.
Got to bid a very peaceful farewell to him.
He was naked.
Yeah, so nude. Really
It's
important
like
for the
this.
context of the story. Yeah, literally, yeah.
That's kind of what I envisioned.
Yep.
I was picturing Bubble Boy, if I'm being honest.
From SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Just the old man.
Like Bubble Buddy.
Bubble Boy.
Bubble-
Buddy.
Yeah.
The just
I'm thinking
Yeah,
Barnacle
that is a
Boy.
good
I'm sorry.
one.
Wait!
Yeah, Felix's soul was able to bid farewell to his friends, and then transpose to a different place, and some shit happened. Then we came back here to this plane of existence, with our companions having chosen to go inside once again the castle proper of Alglatha, to, well, confer and weigh their options. Weddy and weigh.
We're weddy.
Weddy their options.
Hello, princess.
Hello.
Whittling.
I'm Weddy and Rilling.
Laverna shows up.
I would hate
She
that.
wants our souls.
Oh, Christ. So while factoring out our options, there was a good old classic knock on the sealed door of the castle walls. And yeah, Laverna outside, once again visible through the windows, said, please open up, my darling. I think it is time you let me in. There is much for us to discuss. And we're picking up here, so everyone is inside of the foyer of the first floor of the Castle Alglatha. Large, loud knock on the door. There were multiple people that had intended to go to the windows to look out. They witnessed Laverna clearly standing out there, rap-tap-tattling on that door.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
She's just tapping on the door, right?
Yep.
What's the game plan?
what do we do?
Maybe we don't split up this time.
I think we stay together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we need to attack her immediately because if you remember, Laverna was dead before we rewound time. And now she is back, so clearly things are different.
That might not be anything we want to put out there too bad. We gotta talk about some stuff, right?
She was just attacking us.
Yeah, we just gotta.
The Night Mother was attacking us.
A dragon.
Laverna was dead.
A dragon was attacking us.
Yes.
Not.
If she becomes a dragon,
We go for her
then we
heart.
yes.
Go
She was
Nesgrim inside again.
Yeah! Finally!
Right in the heart again.
Yes.
But talk first.
Yes.
All right.
Should we have a signal to attack?
I think if she becomes a dragon or is hostile, then we probably should attack.
We should stay inside.
Yes.
You're good inside. Here.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And this is a much smaller space.
Yeah.
Smaller than the dragon.
Yes. Much better.
Yeah.
Stick together.
Yeah. And talk first.
Nesgrim has a wonderful aura that will protect all of us, so we
Okay.
should stay.
It's not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
this
As a group.
animal magnetism.
What?
No.
I'm gonna let her in.
Okay.
There's so many chains on this door. The town's in a bad neighborhood.
One moment.
It is now.
There's a rock out there. Sure you understand. Thariel, you approach the door to open the door? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. She's just
And there's-
standing there a few feet back. It's quite rude to not wait for all members of our group to enter.
I didn't realize how close you were. My
Are you
apologies.
Entering or exiting?
Are you leaving?
Well, no, like you're exiting outside.
No, I'm entering the inside. Forced you in
guess-
your loving hag law.
I guess it's all just a way that you look at it, really.
Yes.
Glass half.
The hourglass is half full. She's gonna step inside. A little gleeful, fun smile.
Oh, fell fool.
Oh, he's
Still there.
Our fellpool's half empty at this point.
I think he's full in feet.
He is having a great afterlife.
Oh. Yeah, she steps inside. It's been so long since I've been in the foyer.
I don't think she did. No,
Okay.
she followed us in.
Is anybody else getting deja vu?
No.
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 Not even a
Nesgrim,
little
are
bit.
you
need to sit down.
experiencing deja vu?
Oh, it's because we walked in and looked out and then looked back in
Yes.
again.
That must be it.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to talk to me about
Also,
something.
most
Well,
palaces look
there's
the
so
same for
much to
some weird
discuss,
reason.
my dear.
Such as?
Well, I do believe that the stipulation was I would get to speak with your father as soon as your conversation ended, and it's quite quiet in here. And I think it's time I speak with him alone, as was agreed upon.
Did we agree upon a law?
I do not believe that we agreed upon.
Oh,
the
we
law.
did. We did indeed.
Can we rewind the tapes too?
We just look over. And
Rewind the tape.
we look over. Rear just got a typewriter. He's like, I should tell you guys, I don't know how to type.
Bad news, boys. I can't read.
My father is alive now and is able to make decisions for himself. If he wishes to speak with you, that is his call, not mine.
Well, that's not how agreements work.
I do not control his free will.
Would you
No,
want
you
to
do not.
reconsider?
What if you don't?
What are you offering, Forced? If I were to reconsider, I would only accept something that was greater in value to me than the opportunity to speak to Taratha.
Okay. I mean, so two things. You can still talk to him. Because
Yes.
he is here.
Yes.
He's like standing right next to us, right?
Yes.
He's not a block ice anymore.
Hello.
Second thing is, you don't have to speak to him alone. Because this old castle, you know, it's nice and creepy and cold, and it's just more fun with family and friends around.
Safer. More friendship.
You're not offering me anything.
The power of friendship.
So, what would you
You wanted
take for
a
this
hug so badly
reconciliation
before.
here?
It's
So the agreement that you are now breaking contract on was that I would be given the opportunity to speak alone to Tarathel once her conversation concluded, you were silent in here.
We were just talking quietly. You were on the other side of a door.
You were not speaking with Dorothel.
Is
What if-
Tarthel behind us?
Yeah, he's standing there.
What if Tarthel doesn't want us to leave?
That's fair.
I guess it's his decision after all, whether or not he speaks to you with us or without us.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't the agreement that you would get your chance to speak with Tarthel? It was never established that it would be in private.
It was in private. Full disclosures.
So, if we decided to maybe stay for the conversation,
You would be breaking your contract with me.
what if we had an addendum with a new handover?
All right?
We give you something
Yes.
cool, and then you don't have to speak to him alone.
That is agreeable,
And
depending
you'll
upon the
speak
offer.
to him peacefully.
Well, that was always the intention.
Um,
What would you offer in recompense for the threat of breaking your contract with me?
knowledge?
Of?
I know something you don't know.
If you agree to not harm my father,
Or us.
or us, I can give you information about the whereabouts of yours.
Ooh.
The whereabouts of mine?
Correct.
My what?
Father.
Laverna?
My father.
Laverna?
Laverna's
Yes, my father.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm sure you'd have some choice words, Laverna, to speak to your father, Urban.
Yes. I would very much like to get to the center of this puzzle.
And I'm sure that the Night Mother has some things that she would like to say to him as well.
Of course she would.
Okay. How does
So
that
then-
feel for
Agreeable.
exchange?
Then where is my father?
Have your conversation with
So,
us.
so you are attempting to tell me that you will offer something to me in recompense for a mistake you have made, but that I will only receive it after the initial contract.
Just to make sure that you hold up your end of the bargain.
A contract that you all.
It's called faith.
I
Hang
think
on.
Why should I have faith in people that are already attempting to break one contract
Because I
for
can
me?
write it down on a piece of paper and stick it in my pocket, and I'll hold on to it until you're done speaking. And when
That
you're done, I can
doesn't
hand
do
it to you.
anything to ascribe to me faith when you have broken your word!
I think
Forced?
Yeah.
we will tell you.
Hang on. You want to speak with him in private.
Where is Elosil Piriella?
I'm gonna speak into everyone's mind individually because I can only do it to one person at a time.
6, 12, 18, 24
Starting with Vorst, then Thariel, because they're the two that interact.
Okay, but 24 seconds within the conversation.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Across the course of the conversation, I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay.
As soon as she said the particular thing that she said.
Okay.
Clearly, Laverna remembers that we went back. She mentioned the center of a puzzle. She already knows where her father is. Give her the information. She is trying to help us. The Night Mother does not remember, but she does.
All right. Yeah, so as she's yelling at me, I'll take out the piece of paper and just be like, we're going to do this. We're going to do it officially. This pen is like 5 years old.
Very little patience left for your friends, Thariel.
It is with good intentions, just like you have for myself. Good intentions.
I do not feel the warmth of your intentions.
As delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And on your end, you agree?
I will not speak with... Oh. Clever girl.
Is it like a sexy drawing of
I should have.
Of dinosaur.
I accept your terms.
Okay.
She would just look at Tarthel, who's just kind of obviously standing here like,
Why are they talking about me like I'm not
This is
here?
remarkably awkward for me at the moment.
You could have jumped in at any point.
Yeah.
This was your agreement that you made, not mine.
Perhaps a room with chairs.
I think right here is fine.
Ah, yes. I could take us to the very close stables. We might sit amidst the hay.
Listen, man, this is your conversation. That's where you would like to
Or,
go.
or the kennel for where we kept the dogs.
Definitely not that one.
She might feel at home though.
Oh, I'm a fool that I forgot the first floor has the great grand visitors hall with an enormous table and seated area.
I think amongst friends in this warm, cozy space.
I'll start a fire.
No,
No,
no, Papa,
no.
Papa.
We need no fire.
All right, fine. We could do it here. That's fine.
Oh, these old bones.
He just kind of rests upon the hilt of his sword.
We can sit
Here.
on the. There's a
Do
floor.
like something like an ice throne.
Good idea.
There you go.
Chilly.
Good on the back.
I would say that Laverna would stand, take a few feet quietly and softly in Tarathel's direction, and then stand there quietly making eye contact with him. You guys aren't the only people that can speak telepathically.
Well, we could have skipped all of this.
It's fine.
The whole time she was speaking to him telepathically already.
Yep.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
You bitch! You stupid bitch!
Just wait till they stop interrupting me, I swear to God.
Based on what you guys have said, I know what her initial greeting would be. Chell, roll for me a d20.
Six.
Oh dear.
It's fine.
Who was that for?
You don't know? I would say that you would see Tarathel kind of just...
If you're going to speak to me in such a tone, I won't bother responding to you, witch.
I'm gonna detect thoughts on Tarathel.
You connect. It's like it's getting crowded in here. Good lord. All of the thoughts of myself, this witch, now that handsome elf man.
It's just
Oh my god. Guys, I'm detecting some thoughts. And it might be Ether.
Yeah, I just while they're having their conversation, if he responds, I'm just trying to get like base level.
Well, yeah, it just detects the general mood unless you intend to probe
I am
deeper.
not. I don't want her to detect that I am doing that in
Okay.
any way. I'm just trying to get base level to determine if there's any sort of threat.
Teach you to
Not necessarily verbal threat, but like him
Is he concerned?
concern or struggle.
So I would say that he would, in terms of the general emotional state, an aura of confidence.
Okay.
And frustration, obviously,
Yeah.
to a degree.
Yep.
And definitively some bitterness.
Yep. Yeah, she said she would not harm him or us, but I am simply sitting in his mind just watching the wavelengths to detect for threats.
Yeah, no,
If he is
absolutely.
concerned at some point.
Very well then, Tarathel. Where, oh where is she? She would say this aloud in front of all of you. No point in obfuscating from the prying eyes of Mr. Ether. You and your precious peepers.
mental peepers.
He's very perceptive.
Ariatha still lingers in the courtyard.
I do not search for Ariatha, Tarathel. Where is she?
I know not of whom you speak. You cannot trick me, witch.
Don, roll for me a d20. This will be. I'll peel the lens and let you know that this is him persuading
Okay.
or deceiving. One of the two.
Just lean over to Vorst as casually and
Yeah.
quietly, without
Yeah.
like being detected as I
Yeah.
can. Just go. You think I should go with like cast Zone of Truth? Do you think that would help or hurt?
It might hurt more than it'll help.
Okay.
Oh, Mama. Me!
Good thinking, though.
Thanks.
So he says, I do not know who you're talking about. You can't trick me. She is not in the crypts, Tarthel. Where is she?
What do you mean she is not in the crypt?
You told the people of your kingdom that she passed. Where is she, Tarthel? Where have you hidden her away?
I have hidden no one. I have hidden nothing. I know not what you speak.
DJ, I'll have you roll that one.
Oh shit! It might help if I had dice out.
Hell yeah.
Weird.
I'm just gonna raise this up slightly.
13.
Much more reasonable number.
Oh, what did you roll?
3. All right, Tarthel, I'm gonna help you claw your way back into this conversation, buddy.
You told the city that she died lovingly in your arms. Where is she? She is not dead, and I know this to be true, Tarthel. Where is your wife?
What do you mean? Celia was buried in the year preceding the fall. She lay in the crypts below.
The body within the crypt, Tarthel, was not that of Celia Dwintylar. Where is your wife now?
I have not seen her since the rites were performed.
What
Seems
is-
awfully interesting that, seems like both of you were lied to at some point about this.
What is your curiosity with Sylvia?
I need her to fulfill her pact.
She made a pact.
Yes,
With you?
yes.
For
The gain of Alglatha. To protect a kingdom fallen to ruin when her feeble husband was incapable of doing so.
What was the trade?
I do not need to tell you this.
you don't need to.
Nor do I want to, Nesgrim.
That's fair. That's a good question, because if she was dead, I guess the pact would be null and void, right?
No.
Or you would just need to find her soul, I guess?
Yes.
Similar to Aether's contract?
Yes.
And so you're concluding that she's still alive because you don't yet have her soul?
Correct.
It does seem
Are
weird.
you confident, beyond any doubt, that there's no other situation in which her soul would be waylaid or perhaps lost on its way to your bag?
Yes.
Okay. And you think Tarthel has the answer to that question?
I think he should know where his wife is.
Well, if he says that if he didn't see her since before the rites,
And
then there's only one other person that would have possibly known where the body went, if it was in fact the body.
Yes.
Yeah.
and you of all people should know his wife was Sure, Tarthel, were you aware that your wife was trying to subvert your rule?
What? No, we work together quite harmoniously.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So,
I just gotta make sure you're still with it, old man.
so
Damn it again!
it stands to reason that his wife kept secrets from him.
No!
Why would he know where it's possible she, like, what if she faked her death and even he truly believes she's dead?
She is dead.
See?
I held her in my arms.
But Laverna, like, it's very possible that he believes she's dead because because she faked her death.
No!
Is there a chance that maybe she was brought back by some other being?
I
If
would
she
have
may have
received her soul the moment she passed.
Unless Ayala still had something to do with it.
He's the only one who would at this point.
He handled and prepared the bodies.
She's going to take a step backwards towards the castle doors. A good point, Forrest.
Just saying.
Just one more thing, though.
Thank you all.
Wait, Laverna?
There's something that I must
Laverna, please.
swiftly attend to.
What if the contract was broken? Would you have known?
Yes,
What if there was a stronger hag who...
there is no such thing.
What if it wasn't a hag?
What if it was a god?
There is no such thing.
What about a fiend?
Or a
Fiends
dragon?
make pacts all the time.
A soul cannot be bound to another if it is already bound in contract to one.
But does soul thievery exist?
Yes,
There you go.
but it would have had to have been stolen from me, the holder of the contract.
What if the person you made the deal with was not his wife?
Ooh,
No, it was Celia Duentello.
yeah.
Of this I am certain.
So you are infallible.
To a certain degree, Ether, yes.
Ask her the impossible question.
Why was Celia the...
She takes another step backwards.
anyone
Why,
else have
why the obsession with Celia? I still don't understand why she was chosen over my mother. Was my mother not fitting of the standards for what a queen is to become?
So besotted with the image of a mother you don't know, dear. Enjoy the naivety.
Laverna, wait, you can give me more answers.
Are you at all related to,
Just like...
Now that I think about it,
Wait, before you go, do I know you from somewhere?
I feel like we've met, right?
if you think about it, really think about it, it's kind of like a cheeseburger. No, Laverna, did you ever have, like, any knowing of your family lineage? Like going back further than your parents?
Oh, okay.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the
Plastic hag.
Plastic hag.
Damn it.
Do I know? Does she know anything of her ancestors predated? Well, of course. I spent much time with my ancestors.
Okay, but like your mom's side of the family?
All loving people.
The Dryads, right?
Yes.
Now, what exactly is a Dryad? I don't really know.
What is the dryad?
What is exactly a Dryad? I don't really know.
Oh.
They're not really from around here.
Marvelous creatures.
Right before... I just want to establish, right before she gets to the door, as she's reaching for the door, I would, like...
Yeah.
Just, like, place a hand on her arm to just be like, Laverna, wait.
Yeah, no, she would not, like, recoil in horror as you place a hand on her.
I am gonna slap
Oh, slap her again.
No.
Run it back! Same plan!
I've learned nothing! Woo!
Yeah, you place a hand on her wrist,
Yeah.
and she halts.
Laverna. And I, like, look into, like,
Yeah.
both of her eyes and try and, like, see the Laverna back there.
Okay.
I understand that you have an obligation to Celia. You've waited this long to have her soul. Perhaps maybe help the people that need you right this moment, and then we can help you find Celia.
Oh, this is all in your best interest, dear, I promise.
You need to explain why.
So much good can be done.
That's not enough. I need more. Damn it, woman!
Is it gonna help with the cleansing ritual? Are you gonna be able to help save all the people in Alglatha if you do this?
Yes.
Because that's what I remember Laverna saying that she wanted to do, was save all these people.
And that is exactly what I want.
Insight check. I
Yeah, I was
want.
gonna say, I will insight on that, yes.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yes.
That's a nat 20. And I have a +7 to insight. I want to see every thought
You're
she's ever had.
staring right through her.
What did you get done?
14.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no,
DM incoming.
yeah, no, I've been
Yeah,
rolling
no, I
bad.
have the message show.
Woo! Oh no. Get some cold cuts.
Well, you were out. I asked her if she ever felt like a plastic bag drifting through the wind.
Plastic
And
hat.
then John said plastic hag, which is much better.
Much better.
It just.
Waiting. Is it an exit or waiting to start again?
Yeah,
Okay.
very fitting.
Yep. You know, I never really listened to classical music until we started listening to like this stuff while we played D&D.
Oh, you're fucking up, man. That's
And
like
now-
90% of my Spotify.
Now
It's
all
like,
I can listen to is like if I'm studying or doing editing with pen and paper, I'm listening to classical.
He's attending to his
good stuff.
grimoires.
With Celia, I can save Alglatha. And I will.
Now, when you say save Alglatha, does that also mean like all of the people of Alglatha, including Laverna? Because Alglatha and Laverna, I mean, she's just as much a part of this as any other person frozen in here.
I am a citizen of Alglatha.
Oh.
And am so under its guard.
I also have a quick question.
Yeah. I would say at this point, she's like, not
Half.
breaking out of your arm. She's not like pulling her arm away from you, but if you have an arm, she can still like take a step back while
Yeah.
being somewhat lenient with the flexibility of her arm. But yeah, go ahead.
If Tarthel's wife is alive and he believes her to be dead, I imagine he would want to see her.
Yes.
That is true.
He's, from what I've heard, is quite capable warrior. But she's dead. It might be worth bringing him along in case you run into any creepy crawlies. Or sorry, any more creepy crawlies.
Any more?
Well, we encountered a couple on our way in, so
Yeah, this cavern's just crawling with gross stuff.
How judgmental
Well,
of things you don't understand.
or a servant.
well
To be
we
fair,
didn't mean
I
you,
got attacked by a bug.
yes, centipedes are kind of a problem down here.
and they do crawl,
And oozes.
As
and they've been
they're-
known to creep.
As they're doing the filibuster, I am like actively trying to like lock eyes with everyone. Like the like
Like now is the now?
Yeah,
Like now? Like you mean like now?
I'm literally holding on to her because I could.
Why are we so?
I'll give her a smite.
Before she goes outside. I'm not saying that. I'm just like kind of like trying to.
Foaming at the mouth.
Or oh fuck.
Yeah, this is where what you think you can convey within a plausible sense of silent body language to your companions is what I would ask you to convey. And for everyone else to interpret that on their own individually. This is the merits of like, we can't always just be like talking outside game to make in-game
Yeah.
decisions.
As I'm looking around at everyone, I lock eyes with Ether and I'm just like,
And she's 1 foot out of the door.
I would just connect to your mind. Why?
because I can cast blindness and deafness while she's right here. And she can't go outside and turn into a dragon.
If she doesn't fight us, why would we fight her?
Unless she gets Tarathil, or not Tarathil, Lucille, to be her companion and we do this again.
You are speaking with Laverna right now, who knows what happened. I think she is trying to get away. She remembers there is a reason she is doing what she is doing. She's keying us into whatever information she can without being outright that she knows.
Do you
She
release her
knows.
arm?
For what it's worth, that's where
Yeah.
I was starting to go with the deja vu questioning earlier.
Yeah.
I trust Ether. Yeah, I let her go.
You let go,
Mm-hmm.
and she takes a second step outside of the castle. Thank you.
Laverna, I really hope you find what you're looking for.
I have everything I'll ever need now.
You deserve some peace.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Are we going to regret this decision?
No, Nesgrim. I work for a purpose. She's gonna turn and walk away.
Please tell me we didn't just have a repeat.
I just closed the door.
And fading footfalls retreat out into nothingness, and you guys are standing here in the foyer.
I don't understand.
Well, Tarthel, I can give you the rundown. It sounds like your wife was trying to take your rule because she didn't trust you to solve the problems of Alglatha, and that hag is now on the way to find your wife you believe to be dead.
That was a great sum up, Nesgrim. Thank you. Still don't understand. She died in my arms.
Well,
Deaths can be faked.
yeah,
People can be revived.
there's magics, there's plants.
She wasn't revived. She
She had
never died in the
died,
first
yeah.
place.
Right, or Laverna, right.
There's plants, compounds that you can make that, if you eat it,
What
There
if
are
your
spells.
you're dead.
What if your memory was altered?
How would I know that?
You would not.
I don't remember.
I'm simply positing that it might have been.
Perhaps.
Look out the window and see what she's doing.
She's just doing like a happy. No, she's like standing in
Just
place,
T-posing?
doing like a sick jig because she's fucking elated. Like, you would honestly, as your face is like pressed against the fucking mirror, you would hear like a joyous, gleeful humming sound of like her like.
Has she done that before?
Never.
I'm so happy.
I am so sad.
And then she would begin walking down the steps towards the maze entrance.
We can either sit here and stare out the window and wait to see what happens next, or we can head on down and find the tomb jade.
I think it might be in our best interest to wait and see what happens. We know they're well matched against each other.
Yes.
Sure.
That humming, that behavior is very clearly not the Night Mother. That is Laverna.
Are we certain?
The Night Mother is not gleeful. She has a purpose. Even when offered information about Dawn, there was no glee in her voice. It was purely business. She is only business.
Business.
Tarazal, what can you tell us about Cilia?
What do you mean? She was a wonderful woman, an honorable queen. She served the people of Alglatha well.
That's all things we can learn from a textbook, though.
She was a
Where
Jewish
is she
speaker, right?
from? What
She is from a noble Fey line.
was she raised here?
Mostly, yes, in the courts.
Who was her family? Who were her relations?
What do you mean?
Well,
Like
surely
her
she,
parentage? Her lineage?
her lineage, her friendships.
She was...
She made a deal with...
I know of no deal.
It seems that was intentional.
You said she's from Fey royalty.
Yes, a Fey lineage, yes.
My
It's not royalty.
sorry, yes, Fey lineage. Yeah. My memory might be playing tricks on me, but aren't the Fey known for trickery?
To a degree of certain sorts, but it does not necessarily mean that it is disruptive or malintended trickery.
We have.
But there is a precedent for it.
Certainly, yes.
I respect that you believe your wife to have died.
Yes, it is possible a trick was played upon me,
I
It
believe a
doesn't
trick
sound-
was played.
Yeah.
but I knew her.
We have seen evidence of her out and about.
Yeah, she was free to go as she pleased. She would occasionally go on pilgrimage out from Alglatha,
To where?
visiting neighbor cities. She was a political woman as a queen, and we reigned together for 50 years.
John, can you remind us when Whitehall fell off the map? Do we know?
From the inclination that you guys had, Whitehall fell off the map during the Dawn War.
It was a long ass.
It was a long time ago.
How long after your father died that Celia died?
49 years, 50 years. Again, she and I reigned together for 50 years. And she died in the few months preceding Ariatha's death.
What happened to her?
She grew ill. We believe she contaminated the rot, but she bore no physical signs, only the internal malaise.
And
She had no spots on her body at all?
Correct.
You checked?
Yes, it is a husband's duty to ensure that his wife is all right.
What other symptoms did she have?
Fatigue, a sense of despondency.
Did you get her checked for Lyme's disease?
I should have.
Me and Meredith's uncle, he had that. He was just.
We don't have many limes in this area,
Any,
though.
any
Fake
nausea?
Lymes.
Any nausea?
She occasionally would feel vomitous, yes.
and that was her word telling you that?
Or did you?
Yes, I did witness some of the symptoms. It's very apparent when you spend your days with someone when they are clearly not themselves.
Any weight loss, weight gain?
Possibly the midsection.
Not notably.
How long was she sick for?
9 months.
To the day.
It's probably not, but we don't have any indication saying that it's not.
No, she suffered for more than a year.
I don't know how long elves are pregnant for.
How long does an elf baby
I
have?
think it's a pretty long
I mean, look in Felix's books.
Obviously, they
elf
lay the egg
pregnancy.
in the first couple of weeks and then it hatches. And then they're like a 40-year-old man.
Celia and I were never together in that regard.
Correct, but you also have children, and you never lied with Celia.
Well, yes,
You understand my conundrum. If you had a lover, who's to say she didn't?
oh my. I would not like to think of such things.
Did you have...
That's awfully.
Yeah, that's really one-sided.
Yes.
Whoa. I can have affairs,
No,
but
again.
my wife...
She was a lady. Please.
Ah, yes, the king's double standard.
I think it is more that there was an understanding between the two of us that I was in love with Ariatha. And my betrothal to her was
can get
exclusively a political mission.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Was there anyone in your kingdom that you knew of or that was openly disdainful of your rule that perhaps would want to subvert your rule?
Well, not that I know of. Very seldom were there problems brought before the courts that addressed me or my rule specifically.
Right, of course they're not going to go to, no offense, your courts to raise a concern about you. What I mean is...
Like in
What-
relation to the fake courts?
What motivation would Celia have for taking sole control of Alglatha?
Did she express concerns to you that you thought were possibly frivolous or not as important that she seemed more passionate about?
No, our rule was predominantly concerned with staving the threat of the rot. However, in the absence of Laverna and her research, we had to start again from scratch.
This Laverna did not meet the Night Mother until after she was sent away.
Laverna was banished and exiled for her research into the rot after my father had rebuked her request several times over for aid and assistance when she was found to still be working with my financial assistance privately. She was stripped of her titles and banished to the prisons.
Cilia perished from the rot?
We assumed it was something akin to it, but she did not bear the physical stains.
She might have been faking it.
I think that she did have the rot. I think that she did not perish. I think perhaps Laverna did something, and if Celia is alive, then that is proof that whatever she did
Worked.
to cure the rot worked.
Because that's why she said she made the deal, right?
Yes.
Laverna at that point would have been gone some 40 plus years.
Perhaps
She could have sent something to her or left something behind.
You
And if
said
it was
she went on these expeditions outside the city.
Yes, Celia went on pilgrimage, yes.
So they didn't meet up anywhere out there.
Perhaps, but she never spoke of such things.
Why would she?
Do
She
not
might
know.
get kicked out of the kingdom just like Laverna did.
No, I would not. I would have been king. I would not have exiled my life.
Get out of here!
You're ruining this for me! I wanted to be king! Oh no, Dad's back from the dead! Good old!
Tarathel, why was it that you did not rescind Laverna's exile?
I did.
You did.
Yes.
Did she return?
No.
Nonsense, she's right out there. Gotcha.
So here's the thing. All right. Me Papa.
Yeah.
Bad king. End
Yep.
of reign.
Yep, we got that.
Eyeballs.
Cut his head off, take his eye.
All right, in non-Tarathel voice.
Yeah, okay.
Because I respect the timeline. Miradyne is ruling. He rules with Minweth. Okay. Towards the end of Miradyne's reign, it is said that he succumbs to madness and begins to make rules that are not in the interest of Alglatha's survival for the future. That is one of the things for the rot. The exposure of the rot and the efforts to investigate it in attempting to cure it, destroy it, whatever. Miradyne says, nature is nature, what will happen will happen. That is supposedly what is ascribed to him through his wife. As the fey person, the creature of nature, it's what will happen, and it is not our right to intervene and to step or to attempt to overthrow the course of nature. Miradyne acquiesces to that. People continue to die, it becomes a problem. Tarathel, and Laverna are discreetly working together because Laverna keeps making formal political requests of this is affecting the crops, please give me money. Miradyne says no. This is now affecting this thing, please give me money and people. No. Tarathel and Laverna are friends. She makes the quiet claim to him. He proceeds to give her financial support. They investigate the rot together. He gives her secret people, effectively. Laverna gets fucking caught. That's when Tarathel initially gets beaten because he publicly speaks out against his father's decree. Laverna is banished and stripped of her titles. She is then imprisoned. At some point then, from what you guys know, Ariatha is pregnant with Fariel, and it is a deal that is made for Laverna to give her the poisonous draught that is to kill Ariatha. That is Laverna's punishment set by Miradyne.
Yep.
Tarathel begs her to not do it. Ariatha and Laverna are friends. Laverna makes the discreet decision to under-poison your mom That's why your mom just goes like weak, but Fariel is born still. Laverna is resubmitted to her punishment for failure. Tarathel then goes and kills his father. Tarathel in that wears the Ring of Winter. When he gets out of all that, that is when Laverna, at some point within there, in her secondary imprisonment, seemingly has made the pact. Because before that, there's no evidence in Tarathel's mind of there to have been a pact struck.
Yep.
He kills Miradyne, he's possessed by the Ring of Winter. That is when Laverna, through the Night Mother, comes out, makes the pact with Ariatha. To free him of the Ring of Winter, you must give up love. So, trying to like convey sequences and events that do need to have happened, like I did in the information chat before, those are the things that definitively happen. There's still not a set definitive answer for you guys of when the fuck did Laverna meet her.
Yep.
It has to occur at some point though prior to Ring of Winter being removed from Tarathel. At some point within that stretch back, within any of the time frame of her doing her research, with any of the time frame of her stuck in the towers, but we do know specifically that the pact was made in the efforts to finalize her ritual. That is what she was given. That has been told to you guys. That the contingency of her pact was her subservitude to the Night Mother in exchange for the final pieces of knowledge to complete her ritual.
And the rituals to save all of the people of Alglatha from the rot.
The ritual is to be able to have a magical spell to be able to free an individual or cleanse a carbuncle of the rot.
Gotcha.
So that's where, yes, with the idea of like, oh, if Ariatha is the carbuncle that is the heart and center of the rot in Alglatha, that's why he's positing if we cleanse her, maybe it stops everything. He obviously doesn't know. He can't see the future, but that is where that thought process has come from.
She seems pretty excited about finding Cilia.
Maybe Cilia can release her from her pact.
Or maybe she's the last part of it to get the answers to hopefully rid the rot.
Yeah.
I think she has the answers, but she is unable to perform them or give them to anyone.
Yeah.
We know the Night Mother wishes to cleanse the rot, as well as Laverna.
What
Doesn't that
happens?
feel weird though?
What happens to Laverna when she accomplishes her goal? What happens to the body that the Night Mother is currently using as a host? When Laverna's goal is accomplished, does Laverna...
I think she would have to find another.
Or does she want to go home?
I think she's already traded it. I don't think there's.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's
there's
not.
any...
It's not like your situation.
Yeah.
We have a deal in place where if we kill the rotting one, your soul is free. It hasn't been taken yet.
Yes.
Once it's taken, I don't think that deal stands.
No, I think what Nesgrim is asking is if Laverna performed the ritual, what happens to the Night Mother?
I think she wins. I think that's what she wants.
But I think she can no longer reside within Laverna if Laverna lost her magical abilities.
So she would need to find a new host.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what I was
Unless
Oh, I see.
she
Yes.
wants the tree cleansed so that way she can go back through the door. She's not, the Night Mother's not from here. She's from wherever the hell she's from. And we know that door.
I think if she wanted to simply cleanse the rot, she would just have Laverna do it.
I don't think Laverna can.
It might be something about
Then she
the
would
rot.
give us the information the Night Mother could.
The Night Mother wouldn't make a pact that Laverna couldn't keep.
I think Laverna can cleanse the rot, or at least knows how to. I don't think the Night Mother can do it herself. I don't think she has that ability. Why would she agree to let you go if we kill the rotting one, if it's something she was already capable of doing?
I don't think she can kill the rotting one. I think she could kill one instance of the rot. Those are two very different things.
I get the feeling too that it's like we do know that this stuff like stains the soul, right?
Yes.
And this entity not being the Night Mother is not of here, it's of wherever the hell shadows are. Maybe that there's something about the way that it stains that it affects even the Night Mother.
Your pact is if you do not kill the rotting one before you die, you forfeit your soul to the Night Mother.
Yes.
We don't know Laverna's contingency. We don't know what Laverna's collateral is, but it stands to reason it's likely similar, where if Laverna fails to cure everyone of Alglatha of the rot, she's not allowed to die, maybe? I don't know. But how would Laverna have been alive for this long? Laverna's human? Oh.
She is an Eladrin mixed with a Dryad. So the Eladrin typically live like 600-ish years.
Still a lot.
She's still beyond.
Yeah, it's still a lot for an Eldrin even, yeah. Because she's been alive long enough that Tarthal said he's been frozen for 1,200 years.
1,500. I do not think she is really alive. I think she is a puppet.
Hey, Catherine would resent that.
I
do.
I personally think that
I'm very concerned about the baby in my arms.
I don't know. I think that I think Laverna knows how to cure the rot. That's correct. But I think she needs all the pieces to cure the rot. And I think that by having Cilia, she can possibly expedite getting some of those ingredients she needs. I don't know how. I don't know why. But I think she has the capability, just not the resources. And I think having Cilia...
Cilia was a very notable druid. She spent much of her time of our 50 years reigning together, staving off the blighted crops or cleansing them that the people did not succumb to famine.
So I think...
She saved hundreds of lives.
So I think if Cilia knows where all of the ingredients are, or where to like find them, or anything that could expedite that, it's two birds, one stone. So I think that's why she's excited to find her. Do we hear anything going on outside?
No.
How long has it been?
Maybe a minute or two.
Is she still out there like doing the worm and like sprinkler or whatever?
That was 10 rounds ago.
Are the hedges going up at all?
You hear any crashing sounds in the distance?
Real quiet.
She's right outside the door.
Keep in mind, she's probably like
open.
knows how to get through that without setting off the whatever.
No side of her.
So
She followed us around for a while without us knowing, though.
Yeah, she does that.
we don't know that the Night Mother wants to go back to wherever she's from.
the castle. That's so dumb.
We don't know for sure that the Night Mother wants to go back to where she came from.
That's true. Because I think that's the place of shadows. I think it's a very dark place.
The Shadowfell?
If she's trading in souls, I don't know much about this shadow place, but I don't know if the things there, if there are things there, would have souls.
Yeah.
And if she's trading in
Or is it-
souls, she likely doesn't want to leave
Tinted soul.
here where there are souls.
Yeah. But the tree is a doorway to where the fae are from. So my fear is that we cleanse and the tree, if we cleanse the tree and the door opens, she's then able to pass on through that. And our world is a shadowy husk of what it used to be in its fine glory back in the day before the gods left. If she gets over there, that's a whole nother realm ripe for the picking.
Yes?
But hags live there, I think, right?
Gabagool. It is I, little girl. Summon henceforth.
When you fell,
Yes.
where did you land?
I was unconscious during my fall.
She said she was unconscious during her fall.
Oh, I'm very sorry. You're right.
I know
It's
you
just
don't
in my
speak
nature to speak Sylvan.
Sylvan.
I was unconscious when I fell. The fall itself knocked me out. And I landed amidst the snowy trees, and then Felthul found me. Where is Felthul?
Resting.
Eternally.
He's got a
I
permanent
hope he
old
has found
face.
peace.
Oh no!
We did
Almost
say
be
he's
certain.
resting. In peace.
Tarthel, is there any expeditious way to get to the center of the maze without actually going through the maze?
Like a cheat?
Or like a tunnel? Yeah. I'm only asking because when we went through the maze.
Well, there's the employee access point. It was run for children.
True.
That's definitely where he's hiding right now. He popped up out of the
Yeah.
We cannot go down there.
Ah, center stage.
This will just be the same thing again.
No, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that Laverna might have known about that doesn't trigger the.
I mean,
Maze
she
to
did
go.
live here.
Yeah,
Do we really care if she kills her father?
no, I'm just worried that he's gonna join her. That's my only concern. Maybe he won't. Maybe they'll kill each other and.
We were going to kill her father.
We don't need enemies here.
Yeah.
We had two.
There's a-
now we have
None.
0.
There's a common goal.
I will
Of
remind
everyone.
everybody that the castle is still filled with the rotting undead people
Absolutely.
that do want to eat
That
us. So there are
is-
enemies. Do
yes.
not get me wrong.
What do we
God
need to do?
level.
Yeah, it's different. Or demigod even.
Yes.
So before everybody melts, what do we do? If we're not taking her heart, then what are we doing?
We need the ingredients then.
Well, the royal crypts for your tomb shade are also outside.
Yes, I was going to say we could go to the crypt.
Can Celia cry for frost diamonds?
No, that is a trait of my family line.
No Game of Thrones stuff here, buddy. I mean, maybe. Can you show us to the crypts?
I mean, there's also
We
the.
have to go beyond the maze.
We would have to fly over in pairs and not.
Just don't look at her. Just don't look at her. We don't make eye contact. She can't see us.
We actually didn't pay for tickets this time, so act like we're not here.
We do not know if she is there.
Yeah.
We do not know where she has gone.
Perhaps she's not, and we can just.
I mean, she kind of just poofs around places too, guys. Walking is kind of beneath her.
She could be right here.
Would you like me to go fly over and do some reconnaissance?
I think as long as you are not out of our eyesight.
You should probably also just honestly stay in the castle.
I do like it in here.
Yeah, the cold is keeping it with us for now.
Yes.
It's like a refrigerator.
Well,
Yeah.
then, if you're attempting to go to the royal crypts for the kings, outside of the maze,
I had established he remembered.
you will need to cross that ravine.
Yes, that was a huge problem.
Ideally, it will be less of a problem when you are not emboldened by
Large,
Yes.
monstrous tree and an earthquake.
certainly.
And
you
a
will need-
dragon.
Two dragons.
I died.
terrible news.
That's
You will need to pass beyond the ravine and head north from the guard towers. Make a right. We'll say for some reason I understand direction.
Is there there's like a marker or anything to look for, or a point of interest?
Oh dear.
Any noticeable statues?
Are we sure we don't want to bring him? He might be able to.
Yes,
help
I don't
fly.
think you'll be able to get in without me now that I think about it. It
You
is
can
meant
fly
to
some of
only-
our friends.
No, you possess the signet ring.
Yes, but I'm scared.
Well, I mean, I could go with
I'm
you.
scared.
Papa, please.
Ether.
I'm, a dragon.
You, out of character. You have gentle repose, right?
Yes.
Is that a cantrip? What is the?
I think it's a level 2 spell.
Level 1 ritual for you.
So I can cast it a lot.
I think it takes like 10
10
minutes.
10 minutes.
Can we maybe slow down?
I'm not dead.
Yes.
Hardly know.
Come with us.
It
Also,
says
you're not.
corpse or other remains.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tarthel, if we told you how I feel about old men, well, you're the oldest man I've met.
Am I? Well, thank you. I take that as a sign of pride that I'm still this, virile and strong.
Oddly enough, he actually likes you better than the other old men we've met.
So
I
so
think
far
there's-
you're the only old man I've liked.
There's got to be a bell curve to the situation.
Oh, well, that makes me feel quite special, Miss Grimm.
Last old man I met, I kicked in the balls.
Why?
That was
We were fighting.
Oh wait, no, you're forgetting about the other old man that we met.
The
Well,
old
he's
man
gently
was
resting.
me.
He's an old man, but he's also a young man now. Wears a little hat.
You hurdle?
Yeah.
there's
Me?
also
I thought you were talking about Nesbitt.
That too.
You met T.U. Ertl?
Oh wait, no, you never met him. Actually, you only met him as a child.
Do you know
He's like
T.U.
baby
Ertl?
turtle.
I know him as a famous author.
Yes, we have.
We
met
kept
him.
many of his children's books within the library. He would come and visit sometimes.
But they have special editions.
It's fine.
They
it's
do,
fine.
actually.
It's
We
fine.
have-
It's fine.
We
to
have.
go.
You had. Well, your sisters had signed copies in their bedrooms, back all the way up on the fifth
We have to
floor.
make it back
But
here.
you didn't, because you didn't have it.
You knew.
Well, we had some pre-set aside for, didn't want to bring that up either. I was thinking of birthday presents for the future, but thanks.
I never had a birthday.
I don't think you have to worry about her next birthday.
DJ.
You know how long he has left.
Because I'm gonna kill you.
I like you. I don't love you.
That joke was good because it was on so many different levels of like she's not technically born. Like, you don't need to worry about birth.
God
Happy
damn.
Maker's Day.
You're used
Gotcha
to
day.
you're used to not getting gifts from your dad, right? It's fine. This is fine.
She just
I
has
love playing D&D.
this
I'm
an
having
established
so
thing on the
much
bottom.
fun.
At least you have a dad in D&D.
Can we go? I want to go back to the maze.
Dungeons and Dads.
Dungeons and Daddy issues.
Well, I mean, my dad's dead in both, so like.
Well,
Yep.
we don't know.
Yeah, true.
We don't know.
One of them is
He
undead.
was. He isn't.
One of them.
Yeah.
At
Which
least
one?
Who's to say?
Tarthel,
Yes.
perhaps you could accompany us, and if you start to feel weaker, less virile,
Yes.
you could fly back to the castle.
Okay.
That if the castle walls seem to slow your condition, if it starts to get to a point where you think it is becoming a problem, you could fly back and at least be safe for a time.
Perhaps.
And ice is a thing for you, right? You travel with ice? You can
Yes.
jump to it?
Correct.
Alright, well, we could also, like, leave, like, bits of water every so often, so
Yes.
if you do need to jump.
Sort of recharge your battery here.
It's a battery.
Recharge your virility.
Oh, Lord. I like this plan. I am willing to go with you, and you might enter the crypts, and I can show you to the ancestral line of our
Is
fathers.
there a way around the maze?
Over it, possibly.
Over.
I think over.
So
is
you-
up.
The edges of the maze were like
You can fly.
wall.
Huh?
No, you can't fly.
I can't fucking fly.
You
I can barely
fly
walk.
Edges.
I can fly.
Yes, I can carry at least one of you.
We have
There's
to
so many of us.
take multiple trips.
All right.
You have wings.
Yeah.
Did Felix have something that let him fly, or was he just
Wings.
able to
It
do
was
that?
his
They
brain
had
powers.
Yeah.
ghost.
It was like
brain-
bestial
brain
form.
Wings.
Okay.
Can you turn into a bird?
No, not yet. One
Be a
day.
fish.
Do we feel any different having him passed?
I can become something small. Very easy.
Having
easily
what?
carried.
With him having passed.
Easily
Felix?
smushed
Yeah.
too. Oh,
Like
easily carried.
magically?
Yes, yes, yes.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Retora could turn into a
A mouse.
or a bug,
A mouse.
and ride on one of us.
Oh,
Ooh, like a
okay.
fish.
I was going to say, please do not turn into an animal and then go in the
That's
maze
what I
again.
thought you were originally
Please
implying.
not
I'm like,
again.
No,
Yeah,
no.
we need to keep that.
They won't see a mouse.
Is there anything like that plants can't see a druid through? You know, like we put her in a box or something that like druid sensing powers can't be used.
Like Schrodinger's
I mean,
D&D cat.
I will tell you, I cannot see into boxes that are closed as a druid, personally.
The plants do not have eyes.
cast blindness and deafness. on
No.
the
They
plant.
just, to be fair,
Potatoes
it was only a problem when you said, "Hey, I'm a druid." want to
Yeah.
help.
I didn't say that. I just said I want to cleanse you.
Yes, and it was immediately a problem.
it was
after
immediately a
that.
problem,
I wanna
and
be
then I transformed into a bear,
And then
it
it was
didn't,
really bad.
Didn't like that either.
Yes.
But I think
So
I
maybe-
had already upset.
I think maybe
the
we just take
balance.
the multiple trips and do not, because you're going to be flying directly over the center. Yes, that's,
It's a direct flight.
it's.
Yeah.
We're just asking for a claw to come out of the maze. And
No layovers or anything.
no, yes.
Perhaps we put you in my papa's pocket, so it's really difficult to get to you, and also
No, I
he
think
seems
just
the strongest.
just stay as an elf,
it's gonna
just back and
multiple
forth.
trips.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright.
we are
less
going to have to
changing
take
of,
multiple trips anyway.
All right.
Less change.
Nesgrim, you cannot fly, right?
You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
fly.
I can if I, well, I used to cry. I don't know what I do now, but
Well, you.
You would have to use that in order to fly, though.
I think he can only fly for a little bit though.
Yes, okay.
it's a minute or so.
I think it'll take longer than that to get
Yes.
over the.
I can get one.
I don't know if it'll take more
have
than
to
a
get over
minute
the
to cross over the
ravine.
entire ravine, and
It shouldn't.
We may have to go down into the ravine and then climb up.
We
We
don't.
could still do that.
I do have a grappling hook and enough rope. We did that before.
It did not work well though.
Well, we were
Well,
being
that was
attacked.
because we were being attacked and there was an earthquake.
But who's to say that we won't be attacked again?
We might, but not by a god and the tree man.
Maze rules.
Maze rules did
Speaking
not
of maze
apply.
rules, I will tell you that at this point, the hedges of the maze begin to rattle and shake and grow.
Oh, she's in there.
No, there's an easy way to get through the.
You would also begin to hear loud, thunderous, booming echoes of stone being shattered.
Yeah, we should probably wait until whatever happens now.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Flying over that's gonna be like, you ever reach for something across the campsite over the fire?
Yes,
Forget the fire's there.
yes,
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
yes.
That's how you cook your plums. You hold them over the fire. You never had a roasted plum? Delicious.
why are you reaching over for something by stomping over the?
Because I gotta grab my plums. Let me just
reach for that.
What are you guys talking about? Never had snow plums? Snow plum
What
pie.
if, rather than waiting to see what happens, we go watch what happens?
I don't want to be in there while it's happening.
We could sit outside. We could make another chair.
Maze rules do not
I
apply.
think we could just look through the window.
Yeah, the window's
sure.
good. The window's safe.
The maze is going to rise and close up, and we will not see what's happening anyway. Even if
you
we were
guys make
sitting
it hard to keep
outside.
you guys alive sometimes.
Papa, can you make me a bench in front of the window?
Certainly.
Ether, can your eye see Laverna through the hedges?
Ooh,
I am not sure.
like see through the hedges bullshit.
Does anyone have a what is it? A
Spyglass?
spyglass? Yeah.
Nope. 1,000 gold.
Oh,
Far too expensive for
We
us.
opted
Unless
not
Arthur gave us one.
Nope.
for fun.
Yeah, he gave one to Felix.
Does,
It burned.
Can I rifle through Felix's things and see if there's a spyglass? in
Sure.
there?
Yep, you can roll a d20. On a
Yeah.
20, there's a spyglass.
18.
What's your spyglass modifier?
Oh, it's a +2. How about that?
Plus 2 spyglass proficiency.
Papa, you're rich. Do you own one? You're the king.
I have a fine collection of spyglasses.
Oh, good.
My
On the 7th
spyglass
floor.
My spyglass room.
It'll take exactly 2 hours to get there. Don't worry, the spyglass room is only guarded by a bodak. You'll be fine.
I'm actively looking to see if he had one, and he's literally writing in here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Paul?
I don't see a spyglass.
Did you have a spyglass, please?
No, he did not. Thank you, Paul.
It felt like something he would.
Yeah,
he would have.
I know.
I, though, have a great collection of spyglasses in my bedroom on the 5th floor.
That's like a 30-minute walk.
Yes.
That's a lot of stairs.
I'll
Is there a guard?
pull the eye out and see if I can see anything in the maze.
I would say no, it's too far.
Is there a guard station
It's just like
on the
Predator,
first
like in the
floor?
infrared.
There's a guard post right here.
I'm gonna go check the guard post.
Roll an investigation check.
It's a 20.
It's a 20, there's a spyglass.
This one's really good.
This one's good.
Yeah. It's usually really good.
Okay.
He literally said, bro, I did not have a spyglass.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He's not wrong. It's 1,000 gold.
That's a flat 14.
14. Yeah, I would say that, like, rifling through, you know, the various posted belongings in here and things on the shelf, a minute or so. But yeah, you find a spyglass.
14 spyglasses.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, you find a spyglass.
I'll run out. I found one.
Who's the
Whoa, that's
here?
a monocular. I've seen that before.
Yes.
Can you give us the rundown like you're
No,
You're
it's not
Like an announcer.
like an announcer for a baseball game?
Color
It's not the
commentary.
way
Yeah.
that works.
Live
No,
on
I'll just
shorts
use the
up.
regular spyglass.
Yep, you would see the, well, if a minute has passed, the dome would have definitively formed during the course of that minute while she was searching.
I can see that the maze has risen completely to the top and formed the same dome.
Is it possible to go around the maze?
No.
I asked that already. The only other option.
Yeah, the edges of the maze go literally like right to the stone walls for what has formed here. There's definitively a gap at the top of the dome height from the maze to the next height of the actual stone ceiling.
It's about how far?
Dome height goes to 90 feet. Ceiling height would be like 120. So you got like a 30-foot gap, like a pretty fucking sizable opening above the height of the dome.
Still viable.
I have this crossbow. And
Yeah.
I have this rope.
I-
Okay.
So
Okay,
what?
save it for getting us across the ravine.
No, I want to hear this. Let's hear it.
How high did you say the
90 feet.
That's a lot of rope.
does make this plan harder?
Yeah, I think maybe if we're going to go over, we fly over.
Save it for the ravine, because we will need to still get up.
I think we just have to wait. I don't.
Now I'm thinking about it though, because it's like now their head's in the bush. You know,
They're busy.
they're not looking up, and it's like cloud cover for birds. You know, or hunting in the mist.
He's got a quick.
They're not looking at what's happening outside of
But
what's
the
happening right
bush
there.
is alive.
The bush is alive.
Okay.
The
If
bush.
it pulls us in.
It tried to get me several times.
Well, just don't.
But only
do
after
it.
you showed that you were a druid.
Yeah. Just be like, I'm a swordsman. Hello.
Keep your staff and shillelagh at bay. Should we do a test run?
I don't know.
How many of us can fly? You?
Him and him.
I can fly.
Catherine, do you have anything?
I cannot fly, no. I could run up the thing.
No.
The maze?
Yes.
And
Yaz can't fly. Right.
No.
Sabrina can't fly.
No.
And Rita can't fly. I was thinking there was somebody else, but no,
There's
that's it.
There's a lot more of us who can't than can.
There was.
Who?
Stop it.
What? What are you talking about? I've never heard of a Felix before in my life.
God, I miss it.
Papa, you're rich. Do you have
He's just doing a
grown man
charcoal
beard?
drawing of the Sudsies Felix.
I could cast Moonbeam.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Everything.
I have another idea.
Oh, I have Windwalk.
Yeah. Like, again, we literally talked about exactly that.
I forgot.
We could windwalk
We should
all the
probably.
way to the crypt.
All the way to the crypt.
We should probably
All of
do
us?
that. Yeah.
Wait,
It's
does it fit everybody?
me and up to 10 willing creatures.
Oh, then yep, okay.
For a minute.
No, the casting time is a minute. It's for 8 hours.
So it's you and 10.
How
So,
So wait, like
1,
we
2,
can get
3,
there,
4,
get inside, get down to the bottom.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, okay.
Are we 11? Is that? I think the problem was there was like.
Rita, Catherine, Yaz, Sabrina, and the king. Plus 4.
5?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Her plus 10.
Oh, okay.
So we are 9.
So we can fit everybody.
So we got room for 2 people. Hey, Allison! You want to go to the crypt?
Hey, girl.
It's
I mean,
Tora.
does that mean like we can fly out there, open the door, fly down? Fly
You're a
out?
gaseous form, so you can't manipulate objects.
But it said for 8 hours. Does that mean we can return to gaseous state?
We would have to. I'll
I'm
read through
curious
it
about
once
that.
again.
So you and up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range assume a gaseous form for the duration, appearing as wisps of cloud. While in this form, a creature has a flying speed of 300 feet and has resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. The only actions a creature can take in this form are the dash action or to revert to its normal form.
Yeah.
Reverting takes 1 minute, during which time a creature is incapacitated and can't move. Until the spell ends, a creature can revert to cloud form, which can also take the 1 minute transformation.
Yeah, so like you can pop back and forth, but again, it's 1 minute, and you are incapacitated during that time frame. So,
Yep.
So Papa leads the way.
We could fly crypt, get stuff, fly back to house, right?
That's assuming we have a minute within the crypt.
Outside the crypt, because we have to open the door.
Yes, but I mean, once we reverted to cloud, went into the crypt to where we need to be, we would have to revert back and then get things and then revert back again to get out.
No, I
And
think
that's assuming the door doesn't close.
Yeah, I think it's a gamble.
Well,
Oh no, I wouldn't revert down. Like it would probably just be quicker just to walk into the crypt, go get our stuff, and leave.
Sure.
But
and
we
then
can fly
revert when
back.
we left
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
True.
I think that's a gamble I'm willing to take.
I'm down for that plan.
Let's
we
do it.
Wind walk there, walk down, wind walk back.
I think it is. I mean, Windwalk is just the modes of transportation to the crypt. The plan isn't any different otherwise.
no, nothing else has changed.
You still
I-
gotta get
I
the
think
tomb
that-
jade.
Works.
And we also gotta worry that worry if Laverna ever found out where the gems were being hidden.
Yes.
Laverna is not our enemy right now.
Correct.
Oh no, but like just we do need those.
So it's Sabrina, Catherine,
Yes.
Yes.
Yaz,
Rirda,
Rita,
King,
King.
+4.
And we're
Awesome.
not missing anyone.
Eluso.
Well, yeah.
As soon as we would walk away, there's gonna be one NPC we fucking forgot. about.
Hello! I'm Furthul, I'm okay!
That's 10.
Buckle, no.
we have 11. So if that's what we
okay.
want to do and are prepared to do, is there anything we need to bring with us now that we have a moment to breathe?
I mean, I feel pretty.
Tarathel, can you
Viral.
think of anything that we might need in the crypts?
You mean to get into the crypts?
To get into
Or
the
once we're
crypts, to
there.
deal with anything in there?
Well, as
I mean,
long
I
as
have the
we have
ring.
a signet ring, that is the necessary component for access within the crypts themselves. That is the only thing that I require, or know will be required.
How do you feel about daylight? It's fine.
It's neat.
Okay.
It's bright.
I mean, I know you haven't seen it in a really long time. So
Well, yes, I might be drawn to it like a moth to flame.
Do Catherine and Sabrina have heavy cloaks?
well, Catherine's covered up head to toe.
Yeah. Catherine's covered up, Sabrina does not.
Can we...
Yeah, I've just been taking my cloak
Yeah.
off and throwing it on her if I had to fight anything
there-
with the sword.
a heavy cloak we can give to Sabrina? She doesn't like the daylight.
Certainly, there's a guard post right here.
Okay.
It must be a heavy cloak.
Ow.
Just
Made of
takes her to
rocks.
the ground.
Yeah.
It's a weighted blanket. That was the lead cloak from the lead cloak room.
Oh, radiation here.
Tarthel,
Yes,
is there
good
a
evening.
place nearby that might have holy water? Or a room nearby?
Oh,
I was also thinking of bringing holy water.
hold on. Let me see how long it takes. I gotta read my.
I'm gonna pocket that.
Is that a thing that you can do?
spyglass.
Yeah,
Is that a thing that I can do?
probably.
Do you know the spell ceremony?
Oh, no.
Yeah, sure do, baby. It takes about an hour.
That is probably too long. I mean,
Yeah.
not really.
I mean, I can make it. me just double check to make sure that it-
nearby.
No, sadly, the closest temples are a few floors up.
All right.
Well, we are going to be. I mean, we would have to spend a minute, 2 minutes up there to get the holy water, but we can move pretty quick once we're wind walking.
Okay.
We might have time to go up and grab one because I also was considering bringing holy water, given my papa rose from the dead.
So
I don't trust crypts to be still.
Yes.
So
it says 1 hour casting time.
Mhm.
And there are several different things that you can do with it, like atonement, dedication, funeral rite, coming of age, wedding, and blessed water. Blessed water just says you touch one vial of water and cause it to become holy.
Yeah.
How does that take an hour?
You gotta be
Really
like,
gotta-
come on, Jesus,
I mean,
man.
Just gotta follow
Hey,
the
everybody,
water.
come.
it takes a long time. You got to boil the hell out of
Yeah,
it.
literally.
Can we
Yeah.
call
really cold
it boiling time? Yeah,
If
it
you
takes
think
about an
they're-
hour, and the fight's probably going to be over by the time that I'm done boiling this water.
Yes.
Yeah, if you think there's holy water upstairs, then the gaseous form can move 300 feet per
But is there a window that we can get in?
I mean, there's stairs,
there's stairs. Which is
Oh,
obvious.
yes. I
keyholes, and
suppose.
doors.
Sure, we could.
I mean, he knows where it's at. Just have him go up and grab it and bring it back, so we can get.
Maybe it's best not to let him
I do
go
not think we
alone.
should send him alone.
I think we should
Not,
stick
he's
together.
obviously more capable than us, but we should not separate at this
Where's
point in
this?
time.
There's a chapel.
I think we can just go together
we insinuating there's
in
a chapel
gaseous
here?
form to wherever it is. As long as there's nothing there, we can corporeate again, get the holy water, become smoke again, and then
We here. How many chapels have we gone to? They're all fucking cursed. They're all terrible.
Yes. Of course, but
Somebody almost always dies in them.
They're not supposed to be terrible.
Well, that's why I like the ones outside of churches.
they are terrible because there are no gods.
Yeah,
What do you need temples for without gods?
that's why you gotta pray to natural stuff, man, like the moon. Have you considered it? Can I have your wine?
So are we wind walking, following the king to the chapel that he has said is upstairs to get holy water, to have somebody break out of wind walking, collect the holy water, re-gaseous, and then attempt to leave again?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
I think we would all ungaseous.
Okay.
Once we get to the-
because otherwise,
Sure.
one person ungaseous and then they're dead.
When suddenly vampires, you know?
In a chapel?
We're trying to make
It's
sure
happened
that
before,
if-
actually.
if
There's
we're dead,
precedent
we're
for that.
all
All
dead.
day. Okay. All right. So that's
So if there are doors about in this
okay.
place,
Keyhole.
Ooh.
well, are they like wooden doors where like maybe there's a little gap underneath most of them? Where
Maybe
Are
like,
they like public restroom doors where there's
Yeah.
hidden traps and
maybe,
Saloon doors for the chapel.
maybe like a male flap?
All right. So there's the process of the 1 minute of first becoming gaseous for the spell's casting.
yeah,
Then there's the flight time up.
yeah,
Then there's the 1 minute to everybody ungaseous.
yeah.
Collect the holy water,
Yep.
and then 1 more minute to re-gaseous.
Yep.
And
3
then-
additional minutes in addition to the time it takes to,
Yes, traverse. All right.
which should
And
not be much.
traversal should probably take.
Oh, it's quick
another
as
minute.
fuck. You guys
It's
go
probably
300
gonna be-
feet. It's
Yeah.
literally, you
And
guys will
we
get there in
can-
30 seconds.
We can dash, so
Yes.
technically we can go
600,
600
feet.
feet.
Yeah, so you guys get there literally.
A couple seconds.
Yes.
The
So,
longest time is going to be gaseousing and ungaseousing.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So,
We just gotta be strategic about where
We-
we gas ourselves.
spend the 1 minute incapacitated.
Yep.
That means that you guys can't take actions, or can you click the conditions, please?
Yeah, you
Can't take actions or reactions.
Can't move.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't take actions or reactions is all it says.
All right. All right.
Doesn't say we can't move.
Fair enough.
Well, I feel like
I feel like we
you're
can't.
But
incapacitated.
yeah.
But not restrained or
Mamma
paralyzed.
mia.
Sometimes words mean things.
Yep.
Does incapacitated mean you can't speak?
I think incapacitated is like not paralyzed, but like you're just like busy.
Unable to
Okay.
act.
All right.
Disassociating.
Based upon the allotment of time, I would say that you guys, while Well,
I hate this.
while the spell is being cast, I would say that obviously you can't take actions or reactions. You
Yeah.
still hear.
Yeah.
Most of the way through the casting of the spell, you would start to hear and feel against in the vibrations of the glass of the massive windows at the front of the palace. You would see like breakages in the dome, meaning like pockets of them would like erupt out almost as thrust aside with force from the grand hedges that are comprising the dome. And then you would see rays of shadowy black light and mist erupt out shortly after those points of contact are destroyed. And then you guys are gas. We would follow Tarathel's gaseous form up to the Room of Reverence. He would take us inside. You would see that there are a collection of vials on shelves. There's like a little fucking credenza. There's like a nice armoire that's got racks and stuff. Shitload of potions in here. We would take the 1 minute to not be gaseous anymore. We can collect all of the things besides the holy water if you guys want, obviously, the additional stored potions that are in here. And then 1 more minute to become gaseous again. Everybody roll 3d6. And then tell me what each number you got is.
That's not a D6.
CeeLo!
Just like we're.
Don,
2 1s and a 5.
DJ,
653.
Joe,
631.
Glenn,
543.
Ooh.
2-1.
Sarah.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
No one rolled a 6.
Yeah, we
I did.
You rolled a
Chell and DJ both rolled a singular 6. We only had a singular 2. And a singular 4. Lots of 1s, 3s, and 5s.
We hit every number.
Yep, correct.
We've done it.
Pack it up.
Back it.
You know? The healer's ward.
This makes me think of that Donkey Kong 64 level where you're running across the like Gothic castle on the island.
Yeah.
You started that sentence out. It kind of makes you think of a donkey.
All right.
A Donkey Kong.
Number 1s. For every number 1 you got, that is an elixir of health.
Hell yeah.
Every 2 is a potion of greater healing. Every 3 is a potion of heroism. Every 4 is a potion of poison resistance. Every 5 is a potion of vitality. And every 6 is a supreme potion of healing.
Damn.
I can't fucking spell.
Did you say elixir of Italy?
Nope.
No, it was probably
I
heroin.
got a potion of heroinism.
Yep. You got it, baby. Go on.
Oh god.
Really gonna chase the dragon now.
Feel free, obviously, to add those to your inventory. We regas, and then we are going back downstairs.
How many vials of holy water did we get?
Oh, you're right.
Shit, the thing we came for.
Yeah, right. 9.
Damn. Elixir of health. There it is.
Yep. Elixir of health or potion of vitality are the ones that have the weirder names.
That's a pretty good one.
Yep. Tarathel was just like, "You're stealing from our precious room of reverence." But no, yeah,
Just
yeah, knocking over statues and stuff. Just ransacked the room in front of this poor king.
Potion of vitality.
I just searched vitality and it came up.
So here's the problem, though.
I hear no problem.
What everybody
Yeah. Well, maybe a problem. We'll say circumstance.
Is there a door
Where do you mean? From where?
to the building, like in the room that we're in?
In the room of reverence, yes, there is a door.
Is it closable?
Yes.
Is there a window?
No. It is on the interior side of the kingdom. It is not an exterior.
Is there a gap in the door at all
Sure.
that perhaps a gaseous form
Yeah.
might fit through?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna close the door behind us.
You got it. You guys are inside the room of reverence. The circumstance has not occurred yet. You guys are in here. Do you want to spend the 1 minute to incapacitate again to return to gaseous form?
Or do we want to do that outside of the room?
It's up to you guys.
I think maybe we go gaseous outside of the room.
There's nothing in the room right
Well,
now.
yeah, if the room's safe, what we could do is we could throw a pew in front of the door. So no one comes in.
Yeah.
But we can go out.
Is there a way to get out the front door if the door is shut?
Out of the building?
Yeah. Does she close the door behind her?
There's a window on the top floor that's been broken through.
There is.
Fair enough. Yeah. Gaseous up.
Yeah, we could just go up and then out.
Yep.
That door was behind the diamond door that you guys had signet keyed to
We
open
closed
up.
that door.
That door is closed.
Ah, that's right. We closed it to lock her in.
So then,
And then she just went out the window that's broken.
How? Where is the this room?
You guys are on the 4th floor right outside of the sitting garden.
So it's like a couple minute walk back downstairs.
The garden had windows, didn't it?
Correct.
To the outside?
Correct.
Were they open?
Nope.
And the garden had only the trees in it, right?
The angry trees that if you went towards the exterior doors, yes.
No, we're friends with them though.
Yes, because we drew faces
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, we could like go in there and throw a rock through the window.
I think we should do that.
yeah.
Sure.
Let's do that.
How do you break a window quietly?
Smash!
I can cast silence.
Yeah.
Or we perhaps could open the window.
I guess that's also an option.
I was thinking they're conservatory windows that don't open.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like
We
there's
walk.
No, there's no way to open. It's just like
Yeah.
glass pane.
Yep. It's also on the 4th fucking floor. They don't want windows that are going to open for people to accidentally fucking fall to their deaths.
Yep.
We walk back in through the sitting garden. We go back into the royal garden here on the 4th floor. There's the fountain once again. 2 large conservatory style windows, yes, that do not open.
There
you
were
guys
also
are in
pipes in this room.
pipes that went up for the waterfall to crest
Yes.
down through.
Yep.
It's up to you guys where we're going.
Into the conservatory, close the door behind us.
Hey guys. Say hi to the trees. Looking good.
They give a heartwoody hello.
No.
Trees were trying to save
tell.
the kingdom. We unfortunately have to break the window in order to do that. Oh, that's right, they speak Sylvan! Yeah! You understand though, right? We alright? Sick. Great.
Did they break through the window for us?
Shatters the fucking window right next to it.
Just knocking window after window out. It's like,
Yeah.
no, just the one.
Thank you.
Then they start waking up all the other plants and marching out the window. It's like, well, I think this is probably a bad idea.
There was apparently a tug of war between the inside plants and the outside
We've
plants.
got a real Fantasia situation.
They're
on
just
our
like,
hands here.
Window is shattered.
Let's go.
Are we re-gaseous forming in here?
Door is locked.
Yeah.
Is closed behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gashes up.
Okay. We take 1 minute.
Yep.
We re-gaseous.
Yep.
We exit here. Roughly 10 feet of space before stone wall because we are on the back half of the kingdom. This was where, in proximity to what Felix had looked at before when he looked out one of the windows. It is about
Ooh, so the healer's ward is like below us on
Healer's-
this side, right? Or is it
Healer's
opposite
ward.
side?
So with it being here, you guys were here for Healer's ward. You guys are here now.
Okay.
So that just implies that this back around is probably
Butted
very close to the, yes, butted up against the stone. It is 60 feet down to the floor, or you guys can stay in the air and wrap around the height of the kingdom.
I think we stay up.
Yeah.
Sure. 300 feet wraps you guys quickly around the back, the side, and then brings you to the front, right over for where you guys previously were. As gases, I would think you would still keep all of your perceptions and things like that. I would say that as you guys are flying back, you would see that the majority of the dome is destroyed. There is no sound, there is no movement, and I would say you would see, walking back up the steps towards the palace, you would see Laverna grievously injured and bleeding. Like, covered in wounds, like head to toe, clothing and things like that, mostly like ripped asunder and fallen off as she walks back towards the palace step, stumbling. You guys are
That heart. I
not
want that heart now.
10 gaseous people right over the top.
It's Laverna, not.
She looks injured. She's not that injured.
She defeated the tree guy, assumedly.
Does she look
Technically not
she
being on
look
her
pleased
bad
with
side.
herself?
We're gaseous. Why don't we go take a look? See, there's a corpse
I
there.
would say that you guys
We can still be attacked.
are like 60 to 80 feet
No.
up.
Yeah, you can.
You
No, only when we're in.
can. No, you just
no,
have
we can-
resistance to damages. You are not invulnerable.
okay.
You just have resistances.
Yeah, as long as he's got.
I
no
think
magical
we can't
weapons.
take non-magical damage if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But it's still magical damage we
Yeah.
can still.
Yes.
Still scoop by. And take
I'm just saying that you guys are currently like 60 feet up of her as she is like hobbling up these stairs, and you guys are like whipping. With it being 10 or whatever clouds of gas, it's not like you guys are inconspicuous
Yeah.
in this area. Like, as you guys are moving, she would see you guys because you're only 60 feet
Yeah.
above her. Cresting into view, I would say you would see she is, again, as previously indicated, wildly injured. The majority of the dome behind her is destroyed. But I don't know what you guys intend to do. This is where it's the space for you guys can't speak. Like, you guys just have to make the choices here. The only thing I will reiterate is to get out of the gaseous form is a 1 minute incapacitated state.
Would I be able to use my helm of telepathy?
No.
Okay.
We're going fast. Let's get over there and figure out a game plan.
Yeah, if you guys like that's where, to me, with this being a non-verbal point of communication, this is, if you intend to just go, I would think your gaseous cloud would just go.
I would just go.
Yeah, it wouldn't slow down. It would just keep on keeping on.
Sure.
I'd probably slow
Absolutely.
down for a second, but then keep on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would pump the brakes for a second and then go.
Sure. Absolutely. I would just say that you guys would see a Laverna kind of almost vacantly bleeding, staring up at you guys. Smiles quietly. Does nothing.
Like a sinister smile, or like she smiles like kind of smile.
I think a sense of pride.
Shoulders up, shoulders back, happy kind of deal. or
No, like still grievously injured, where it's she's been stumbling up these stairs, and I think it would be the look up of just
Prideful or full of pride for us? Like prideful of her actions or prideful of ours?
that would be an insight check.
Okay. God damn, I'm rolling like garbage. 16. No, sorry, 17.
29.
Okay.
Just
almost had it.
Okay.
We go.
we clear the area. So many maps. We clear the area outside of the dome. Cross over that top of the surface, flying over the ravine.
I would want to take a peek too as to what we can see down into the holes of the dome. Just to kind of gauge whatever carnage I can glean.
Sure. Yeah, if you guys pause for a few seconds to just kind of get Yeah, and like I think also with your perception being so
Yeah.
high, I will tell you that you see spattered throughout the area of what the maze was, previously having described them as full hedges when they were not bathed in either sunlight or something akin. You would see those hedges still, but with enormous, like, uniform slices carved out of them from areas in which you would see the appendages of Eloseal's treant form still in, but severed from the torso.
Yeah.
And the torso concave smashed in where it's like twisting up, almost like a flower opening for where, like, you know, the edges of like the clavicle and like neck would be. The head is severed from the treant itself. The chest cavity and the hollow womb, and Eloseal's body is not inside.
I assume we would not see any of the like black ichor that had dripped from the dragon because she was not in that form.
You do.
We do.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. That is interesting. Because the indication was that she could not transform back.
Well, she was a dragon when we saw her.
Yeah, that's why
She's also,
I'm
like-
confused.
She's also killer with glamour magic. Like,
Absolutely. But like she had ripped asunder when she turned into a dragon.
Wait, when was it established that she couldn't turn back?
I just assumed because she like her flesh was
Oh.
rended and she ripped
Well,
apart.
she's been
No,
a few
done.
different
She,
dragons.
yeah, she turned into a dragon, and then changed back to Laverna. Walked up to
Us
the
just
maze.
now.
No, she walked up to the
Yeah.
maze, and then she transformed again.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I will also say that you saw her when enveloped in the moonbeam, less that her skin sloughed off, but similar when she was revealed by her
Sure.
moonbeam.
I think it
Sure.
was also too that like Laverna was actively trying to fight the Night Mother. It
Yeah.
was like, okay, you're gonna keep fighting me, then you're done.
Yeah, that could be the difference. Okay.
Also, it's not like you had seen Laverna ever bloodied before, so
Sure.
I think to make that assumption is a singular direction you could go, but I don't think that that's
Sure. Yeah,
As
'cause we don't
established.
know. We have
Correct.
not seen that.
And you said Elisel's limbs were still in the treant form, like
Yes.
attached to the
Yeah,
treant form?
yeah, so,
oh
like-
shit, she
But
Anakin'd
severed.
him.
Yeah, she
I hate
fully
him.
ripped him asunder. Like all arms severed and separated. The torso stands alone, twisted upright from where it would look like it's concave, like it's been smushed in, and like the edges of the lower abdomen and like pelvic region would be twisted up. The legs would have been ripped apart like at the thigh, and like he is scattered and destroyed. But yes, the body of Elosil itself is not in the womb. Continue to fly. So that is where we then have that stretch of open land that precedes the ravine. The ravine itself was like 60 to 80 feet in width. If we are flying over the ravine, that is where beneath were the two guard posted stations, one on either side. He had indicated after the ravine, it was a sharp turn north, which is to your right from his indication. As you would look out into the open space beyond you, you would see pretty open reaches. You would in the distance see from your height and your elevation, especially again with Aether's passive, you're up high enough, you would see a faint glimmer, probably 150 to 200 feet away within the open vacuous area of what would look like the top of silver-leafed wisteria tree. Only part of it would be glowing and shining still. I don't know again what we want to do while we are here in the air, in my mind, right over the ravine before we have made the turn to go towards the crypts.
Are we going just straight for him?
I don't think we have.
I don't have a reason to stop
mean-
at the ravine.
Yeah, I don't have a reason.
Sure.
I think.
I think we would just keep right on
I
cruising.
mean, Tarathel's the one leading the charge, so it's
Sure.
really what
Okay.
his actions do that would kind of influence, I think, what we're.
Sure. Yeah, I would say that he would turn and he would bend and he would follow the course of the ravine as it stretches to the northbound. When it begins to curve, though, he would not follow the curve. he would continue to fly straight ahead, and he would begin to descend roughly 150 feet ahead of that. There would be a small cracked crevice in the wall where he would descend down to, and he would halt as a gaseous form. So when I say like a crevice, I mean that he stops suddenly as you guys hit stone walls, natural cavernous areas, in the direction he's going that seem to be prohibiting his movement. He would halt, fly downwards, and stop because there is a natural crevice, triangular shaped, in the stone carved walls that he would hover in front of, and then just kind of like in a gaseous form slowly start to enter into side.
Yeah, I'd follow him.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break because I'm going to have to set stuff up.
Okay.
We shall return.
Prepared in what sense?
I mean, yeah, right?
Our minis are on the map.
True.
Am I ready? No.
I'm in my chair.
And we're back.
Those are elements of preparedness.
Hello.
You guys are still in a gaseous form. Tarathel has indicated to you that there is a small opening here carved out of the natural stone. Passes in through it. I would say that he would halt within. And he would stop moving. And I would say because you guys have seen each other leave the gaseous form, I would say that he would enter and like immediately halt and start to like unwind and unfurl like he is concluding the gaseous form.
Yeah,
I
do
would
the
start
same.
doing the same.
Sure.
Everyone
Yeah,
on
everybody.
gas.
Yeah.
Is that within in this entryway, or are we still in that entryway there?
That's up to you guys. I would say that he would have moved a few feet in and would have halted.
Nope, I would have stayed in the cave.
Yeah, probably real close to the entrance, I would assume.
Sure.
I would have.
I would go where he went.
Yeah, I would go where he is.
Sure.
That's fine, I'm staying out here.
Sure.
Sarah, you said you're going?
Yeah.
Do the whole line of NPCs. I'll be in the crevice.
Going in the crevice.
Just realized I was very close to the microphone. Sorry.
You're good.
So,
In the crevice.
for the area around you guys, it would look comparable to what the archway was preceding and the area around the entrance to the crypts for the ladies of Alglatha, which again was held outside of Alglatha itself. This one is held within. It is like a spoon-shaped oval that obviously thins out at the neck, widens out a little bit as you go in. It is a grassy area. It looks like there are pockets still here that natural vegetation still grows in the same way that there were the adorning ice petal flowers, though. For the ladies of Alglatha, here the foliage is more ripe and overgrown. It is more vine. It is more like stretching out from the dilapidated trees that you guys would see here that look like they have been destroyed in the midst after the fall. Not like they landed and broke and have decayed over time. It looks like something has ransacked this location.
I mean, we know
With
who.
the foliage being here, are there any signs of rot in the plants? Just at first glance here.
Visibly from a distance, yes. Minor signs. Again, you guys have large enough passive perceptions and you guys are experienced enough with looking for the signs of the rot.
Yep.
I would say that it would be definitive that the stretches of the bark, for these would have also been the blue wisteria trees. They are broken. They are leafless. There are no, residual flowers left along. There are just the long trailing stems from where they have broken off of and would be littering the floor around.
Does it look like the bark was stripped off or had rotted off?
It would look like the bark has been in some areas stripped off. In some areas, the bark is still intact and visibly denoting signs of the rot.
Would the inside of the tree look anything like the weird salt crystal that we found underground? If we're looking at like the heartwood of the tree that is remaining from where the bark is stripped off.
The
No,
flesh
it does
tooth.
not.
Does not.
Nope.
Okay.
The flesh tooth hanging from the
If you're
ceiling.
really not sure, I could absolutely check it out.
Does it look like heartwood? Because I feel like Ether would know that.
Well, I mean, heartwood is just like the type for the interior part of the wood. Heartwood isn't like a specific kind.
Absolutely. Just, I mean, but if like, you know, if you took like marrow out of bones,
Sure.
Do we see that?
When trees rot,
Yeah.
they do rot from heartwood out.
Out. That's
Especially if they're felled, yeah.
yes.
Gotcha.
Um,
I'm assuming the trees look like they're in the same position as we saw them up top. When I had done the like ritual to draw the trees towards me,
No.
they look different.
different layout.
Yeah, the trees on top had that ceremonial position to where the two wisterias were leaning in towards one another. That is not the case here. Those were the only like two larger wisteria trees. For them, it was more that you were flanking and you were standing almost in a meadow. Here, it's genuine, like, this looks like it had a building around it. And had smaller trees within the building.
Gotcha.
Okay. So like an arborarium?
Yeah.
Yeah, with whatever the inside tree things are.
Yep.
2 questions.
Yes.
From where we're standing, do I see any relief carvings in the trees?
Because they are mostly knocked over and damaged, no.
Okay. And I would turn around and look back at the 2 vampires that are with us and go, you feel like you can come in here?
They would both attempt to step in, and Tarathel would kind of look over curiously, and they both walk in, no problem.
Okay.
No longer
That's
sacred.
probably not good.
Yeah.
There should be hallowed ground.
Doesn't seem like it is anymore.
No, it does not.
Is there a way to?
Re-hollow it?
There's a spell.
We haven't seen the rot in any place that had hollowed ground, right?
Not that I remember.
No.
But we don't know.
Interesting.
It's that easy.
All right, I think if we're gonna move forward, I think Tarathel and I should take the lead.
With the ground not being hollowed, just be prepared.
And yeah,
What do we had? 2 bottles of the holy water each, I guess. 1 person gets 3.
Yes.
I'll take 2.
I'll keep 3.
I'll take 2.
The stone walls surrounding. Any particular type of stone? Anything carved in
It's
them?
fractured marble.
Fractured marble.
Yep. So that's where, like, the ones that are knocked over on the side are to indicate that those walls are mostly damaged and gone,
Yeah.
and that natural stone is what remains residually behind.
Were they marble like blocks, or was it like a piece of marble?
I would say they would be blocks.
Okay. Okay. So this was built specifically
Yep.
with the blocks.
Yep. Yeah, I would even say that you would see that there would be in between the blocks, there would be in the gaps spacing almost what would look like vines protruding through from outside.
An evil grout.
Yeah, kind of. Terrible ground. Whoever did this
They
should
gotta
be
clean,
fired.
they gotta clean it.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why it's not hollowed.
Good thing I bought one of those spinny brushes that used to clean brushes. Thanks, TikTok shops.
I'm assuming the building in the back is what I'll need my signet ring for.
Yes, that is the chambers of former kings.
All right.
Any ritual or anything that you typically would perform upon entrance?
No. Just put the key in.
Okay. Well, the other one we had to say some things, and
The other what?
The Tomb of the Queens.
yeah,
Oh, that because it is.
a little bit more reverence for those ladies.
Well,
out there.
no, it's a genuine thing because it is a more of a public display for the ladies of Alglatha, who are typically druids. We wanted to have additional security measures before gaining access in. There were guards typically posted here.
No, we met the guards. Yeah.
You met the guards?
Yeah. I'm gonna
How?
I'm gonna recount one of their fucking names.
Sure.
Roll the rock to save rock and roll. No.
They did not like us.
They did not.
What do you mean you met the guards?
Vegas, bro.
They were sort of skeletal ghoul-like figures
Oh!
that arose from the grave and were very upset that we, I believe, indicated that we were friends with Malithil and Melicy. I believe we gave their real names at the time.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's of grave concern because so too did the royal kings have night guards.
Yes. Are the locations of the trees here the same location as the ice petals in the other?
I'd say that'd be really difficult to discern.
Sure.
Is there any markers on the graves that we see of who's
So for you guys, for what's indicated there, they are elevated tombs that sit outside. They're not just the little headstones that were for the guards for the ladies of Alglatha. They're not adorned with like ice petals or anything like that.
Even still, though, do they have any like?
You would have to approach them to be able to discern those things.
Before we do that, do the tombs appear to have been placed there, or do they look like they have pushed out of the earth?
I would say they look like they have been pushed out of the earth.
That's so much worse.
Yeah.
The gate to the tomb is a gate
Yes.
with holes, like spaces.
Yep.
Why don't we just turn back into gas, go through the gate, and right on the other side of the gate, change back?
We don't know what's in there.
That's why we do it like immediately
But
after.
then we are a
gonna take a
full
minute.
minute.
Well, if we go in and there's immediately things that want to kill us, we just don't and instead leave. But
they could pop out at any point during that minute. The
Yes.
things could come out of these tombs. These tombs have pushed out of the ground. Are they sealed?
Yeah.
I don't like that
Yeah.
she smiled and laughed.
They're
Of course they're sealed.
sealed, as in the lids are still affixed
Yeah.
to the surface that is
do
visible.
the trees look like they're gripping them closed?
You could interpret thusly.
I would interpret thusly.
I would say that there would be definitively a central one that has no tree holding it down.
Is
Yeah,
that
because
one
there
open?
was, and then it's
No,
not
that one's
there
closed.
now. Yeah, there was a
Outside
tree
of
and
where
now
the
it's not
building
there.
used to be,
Yeah.
is it cavern
Natural
around,
stone.
or is it there's like space and then cavern?
For ceiling, there's space roughly 50 to 60 feet up before
Okay,
it's
so like
natural
upon
stone.
approach as we flew up,
Yep.
big wall, but we could still kind of see over.
Wait, sorry.
I'm trying to
no,
discern
no.
whether if I pull out my sword that produces light, if it's going to be shown from, like, if somebody is, I don't know, walking from the ravine, that they would be able to see light over here.
I mean, they'd be able to see it basking out of the entryway that you guys came through, but no. You guys crawled through a crack that was roughly person in size and shape,
And this is sealed.
and this is sealed.
Okay.
So this is like a chamber where the building had emerged, the natural stone has now taken over the locations in which the building itself has crumbled. There is no ceiling from the original building here.
Okay. Cool. I would instruct Sabrina to cover up and
Vor said maybe if you put some clothes
Yeah,
on.
he really did. He pulled it off.
yeah, and I'll produce my sunblade.
Sure.
You guys want light? We got light.
How much bright, how much dim?
I will. It's 15 or 30/10. Wait, maximum 30 each.
Do we all have dark vision now?
I think so.
Yeah,
Felix
everybody
was the
does,
only
yeah.
one who didn't, right?
Mhm.
Thank God.
Yeah, but these things don't like daylight. If they do pop out.
So how much bright, how much dim?
I'm gonna go with. I feel like 15 is good. 15 bright, 15 dim.
Okay. No issues. Produce the light.
I'm gonna walk up to this little tree stump there.
Okay.
I would like to look at the base of it and look in from an elongated.
You're saying that one?
That one.
That one right there?
Yeah,
Hey.
from an elongated peak,
All right,
of
all
course, as is tradition.
Sure. So,
If I can see, like, at the areas where it's cracked, because, like, all of the other ones have fallen over and look like they're holding down these tombs.
that's your interpretation.
That's my interpretation based on the visual that we're presented, is they're holding them from
You got it.
bursting further out of the earth. But the tree for this one is completely gone. It's not like it's disintegrated, it's just not here.
Not here.
Correct? But there is a stump.
Correct.
I'm going to look at this stump.
All right.
The stump
check.
Stump check.
That's
I
a
want to
good
see
stump.
the area in which it's
Don't
been
ask me, I'm stumped.
cracked.
Mm-hmm.
If there is like a clean crack, as if somebody has cut this with like an axe or something similar,
So-
and look at like the roots.
So
and
the one thing I want to indicate, just for you,
Yep.
for while decision making, before we start to do stuff,
Yep.
the area in which it is broken is like 7 feet up. So like these look like these were probably 35 to 55 foot tall
Yeah.
trees. The area for where it looks like it is cracked there is right above like
oh, so that's okay.
it's still tall.
Gotcha.
Like as you're approaching it, it's a like, oh, this is a pretty thick tree.
Sure.
And like it's shattered like right up here at like 7
sure.
feet
It's a
up.
big ass tree.
It's a sycamore.
That's
Trunk check.
Uppies.
Could you lift me up so I can see within
Obvious.
this tree stump, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh.
You gonna trace it?
Elongated peak. No.
Oh.
Elongated peak.
Yeah, from very close.
From very.
I'm gonna do the waft. I'm not. Hello. I'm not yelling in.
His feet are just
Okay.
kicking from the top.
I can't wait until we meet the wizard that's been turned into a toad that lives inside of this tree.
Because if it's here, I'm significantly raised up. That I should be able to see within it without being right up on it.
All right.
Oh, Addie?
Yeah. Well, your passive is 24, right?
23.
23.
Damn, it was a 24.
Wow. How do I thusly explain? So, with a thick tree, with a real girth to it,
Yeah.
all right? Nesgrim holds you aloft, and you look in, and you've got real clean, accurate peepers.
I do.
I will tell you that it's less that the tree is just shattered. It's hollow.
All the
Like
way
it's a
down.
groove that goes all the way down.
Ooh, so it's like a tomb vent.
Similar, yeah.
How all the way down? To the
I'm
earth?
not looking directly into the hole. I'm gonna be straight up.
Well,
I'm not looking right in the hole.
I know it's.
so here's the thing.
So you look in the hole.
So, I mean,
You
at,
kind
thi-
of can't.
at this
Not
point,
You look at him.
I don't know if you're going to end up resulting in a choice here.
Okay.
Because I did roll a natural 20.
Oh no.
Which means that as you hold Ether aloft to look into this tree, when I'm describing it as hollow, like a depression that like sinks down,
Yeah.
your peepers lock with at the bottom of this for what feels like descends down deeper than the estimated 7 feet. Your eyes are so attuned to any sense of movement, even in the dark,
Yep.
that it looks like some 50 to 60 feet down, there is a very slight shifting, almost serpentine in movement.
Woo.
Okay.
Put him down.
Yeah.
There is some sort of creature in there about 50 to 60 feet down into the earth.
Oh.
A serpentine variety.
A worm, perhaps? Or underground?
I would guess similar to. Did I see eyes or just movement?
So I'm saying that, like, this would be right at the edges of your dark vision.
Yeah.
And genuinely, just because you have fucking 23 passive perception, even if I'm beating you, I'm still attempting to give you some semblance of, like, you're so observant that, like, you know this thing is hiding.
I just saw movement.
You
of
just saw
some
movement.
kind. Okay.
And again, you just saw, like, at the edges of your dark vision, what would look like
Okay.
a slight slithering.
Yes. Great. My favorite.
Yeah.
thing,
Did it look like you know, like
A bitch, yes.
no, like a green 8-foot tall man that we know.
No.
Are you sure he's not just coming in through his
Is he green?
tunnels? Huh?
I don't think is he green.
Adelstan? I thought he had like a greenish hue.
No, he was like grayish. He was
Yeah.
stone giant.
You sure it wasn't Adelstan slithering through his tunnels?
Certainly could be.
I've come to say hi.
I would imagine it is similar to whatever was slithering through the maze. There was a slithery creature in the maze, some sort of slithery monster in the maze.
Was there?
Yes.
I don't remember.
I don't remember slithery monster.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. I'm not wrong, right? There was a slithery thing in the...
So within the hedges, within the maze, there was described as within the volume of the hedge.
Oh, the
The vines were
some
like
sort of-
Vines were slithery sliding their way like
That's what I'm describing.
tubular veins.
I cannot see. It is just at the edges of my vision, and also I am not going to stick my face over the open vent.
I can hold
Into the
Vorst
earth.
up with the sun
I'll
sword.
just slap you on the ass and cast eyes at night. There you go, buddy.
I don't know that
I
he
totally
was.
forgot that I had to give you the peepers. Go ahead, take a bigger look.
The problem is that it has seen me already.
Yeah, take a bigger look.
Why don't I just cast like light on a rock and throw it in the hole and see what happens?
then you might anger it.
Yeah, you
Whatever
might,
it
might
is.
piss it off.
It might not be hostile.
Papa, did you have big old snakes
Pet snake.
in this?
You're talking about my snake collection?
I buried
Collection?
it with my father.
No, I didn't collect snakes.
All my snakes died in my arms.
I love them.
I watched them die.
Trust me, they're definitely dead.
Like wonderful wives each one. No, I didn't keep fucking snakes.
No, not that you kept them. I mean, you don't keep deer; they just inhabit the area. Did snakes?
Well, Alglatha wasn't really a subterranean city prior.
So no large snakes in the city.
No, especially not in the metropolis regions of the cobblestone streets. We weren't really known for our feral snake population.
Papa, this is a fictional town. I'm
Those
not
shrimp
certain of
snakes will
anything.
get you, man.
Anything is possible. There could be wild lions that roam the
Yeah,
streets.
the
I
street
don't
snakes had it falling out with the
Plains
with
lions.
the rat boys.
They slither in squares because that's how the pavement's done.
Stop.
It just looks like a Game of Thrones intro video.
There's some sort of horrible snake-like beast,
So yeah.
If
presumably in the crypt.
Alright, but you need that anyway for later. I totally forgot to give it
Is
to
there
you.
anything
So
we can use to plug up the
you
tree
can see
hole?
300 feet.
Was the
would you like me to hold you up again or no?
No,
Okay.
was the top of the tree,
thank you.
was it broken or was it felled?
Would look like it was shattered,
Shattered.
and then the insides were.
Like a tree that's
In
been
or
struck by
out?
lightning, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Would I have been able to tell based on the like,
300 foot dark vision.
like if it burst out,
There'd be
You're
like
right
sharks
there, I
and stuff.
figure.
the scraping might be different versus if it was sucked inward.
It was
You
a
see
sucked or
signs of inward suckage.
Okay.
Yeah, was it sucked or
I'm
blue?
definitely not looking in that
Would
fucking
you-
hole again.
Would
then.
you say the creature was very big?
I could not tell. Size.
Do you want me to hold you up so you can take a look?
Not particularly. I'm thinking maybe I can.
Oh, look!
Did
Well,
it?
well, Papa, hang
Wait,
on.
no,
I'm
when
a
you looked,
spry
did
old
it appear
man
big enough
and
to come
full
up
of
through
action.
this?
I think it probably could have stuck perhaps an appendage up. It appears as if the inside of the tree was sucked inward down through this 60-foot hole.
Tree sucking, yeah. I never heard
As
of
if
that.
it rotted it up through the ground, through the roots, through the entirety of the tree, and then sucked what was left into
Well, then if the
hole.
earth was
Assuming that it's still
could
slithering,
fall.
can I like pluck a couple pieces of my hair and just drop them down in hopes that maybe it like attaches to its skin so I can at least sense where it's at?
Yeah, because you got hexblood stuff, correct? Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, you need somebody to, Nesgrim
I'll hold
assist
you
you
up.
with the elevation, because again, it's like 7 feet.
Speaking
You
of
just-
Nesgrim, slapped him on the ass too. Just
Okay.
'cause It's
So
two
you
people
also
and
have
you're
the
right
300
there.
feet of dark vision. Yeah, I'll say that you pluck out a couple of long strands of hair and just drift them down in. Can you read the hexblood feature for...
I sure can. The
A lot
hex
of
blood
wood-based
feature
puns.
Doesn't work on snakes.
states Eerie token. You can remove a lock of your hair, one of your nails, or one of your teeth, imbuing it with magic until you finish a long rest, allowing you to take these actions: telepathic message or remote viewing. Or telepathic message, comma, remote viewing.
Okay.
So it can be like, knock it off, stay down there.
Fuck you.
Can you read remote viewing?
Oh, he cocks out.
The cock's out.
Oh, I know.
If you are within 10 miles of the token, you can enter a trance as an action. The trance lasts for 1 minute, but ends early if you dismiss it and are incapacitated. During this trance, you can see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is. While you are using your sense as the token's location, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. When the trance ends, the token is harmlessly destroyed.
So it's fly on the wall.
Yeah.
There's that beautiful I word again. Incapacitated.
Yeah, but if somebody stays back to just watch my back while I...
We all leave you immediately. We just leave immediately.
As soon as that happens, we're tossing you down the hole.
It's almost like I'm down here.
You see,
Feels like I'm down here.
You snap back as you're falling.
Would you like to enter the trance to have the remote viewing?
I think now that we know it's there, I would probably do so.
How long does it take for you to go in between two states?
The trance lasts for a minute. It doesn't say how long it takes for me to...
I think it's an action for you to enter into it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you can
Warning.
enter and exit.
Bless. Bless.
Bless you.
we
Bless.
got one more.
I will say I dropped a couple pieces of hair if you want
Thank you.
for me to treat them as one action, or if you would allow me to have it as like a, if I need to tap back into it, if it would... One. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, somebody watch my back. I'm gonna see what it's doing.
We're all
I
here.
would back up first.
Yeah.
Lean on the edge, ponder. It's
Kicking my feet just like...
Snake volcano. It's a party pop.
It's a can of peanuts. Oh no!
The peanut man. Paul, run.
thank you.
Do you guys ever get those like fake telemarketer, not telemarketer things? It's like where they're trying to like get you to message them back. It's a fake number saying a random thing. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, how you been? I got one just now. It says, I'm going to a nursing home tomorrow. Do you want to come with me?
Just as for a visit.
I mean,
I'm going to a nursing home,
Yeah.
just a random one.
I mean,
No, your mom texted me that.
Mom?
all right. Send this to 12 people. Otherwise, they're going to end up in the same nursing home.
Otherwise, what if I want them in the same nursing home?
True. For those of you in the podcast, we're vibing to the sounds that you can't hear.
It's the sounds you can't hear.
Does the music not play in the podcast? Oh.
For copyright.
Oh, because it's like...
It's only one podcast. The brand pre-show podcast.
He's not here.
I know.
It's now the Vorst ASMR podcast.
ASMR.
ASMR. Hammer.
Hammer.
And today I'm gonna I'm gonna eat this whole turkey leg. Be sure to join us next week when I try to tackle a tofurkey leg.
Oh, so mushy.
Hello.
Yeah, as I come out of my trance, just like, Jesus Christ.
What was it?
So, there was a bunch of vines moving back
Makes
to
sense.
a massive pustule. And it's entirely wrapped in slithering vines. Maybe
Any white flowers?
not that I saw.
I would say, because there's the absence of light, you would see that there were some floral projections out from it, but no distinguishing colors because you see in grayscale.
Small?
Large.
Gigantic. Large.
Did it smell like meat?
I didn't get a smell, but I
She
think
can only see and hear, she can't smell. As a genuine thing, I had to look that up.
I think it might be a carbuncle, but it has one large eye.
Oh, we should super not go in this script.
I'm
we have
concerned
to.
though
We need two mold.
because there's someone else who
2D.
has only one eye.
Someone else?
Papa, like Papa's Papa, had only one eye.
Mirrodine?
We don't know where his body went.
His body's
No,
in
his
the trophy
body's
room.
inside. We don't know where his head went.
I mean,
I don't know where his eye.
You mean where the eye would be?
almost there.
you know what I mean though. Like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
missing parts of him.
Yeah. And isn't one of your dad's eyes?
I have his hand.
Correct.
we might be able to rebuild it.
Wait, you Tarthel has one of his dad's eyes.
Not like in his face.
Okay.
On a chain.
No.
Ring.
No.
I couldn't remember. Yeah, because I know his dad had the special eyes.
His
and-
father did have the special eyes. Tarathel had talked about wanting to utilize his father's eyes, but did not.
Did they look, or did the eye look?
Tarathel is missing an eye, though, so he does have the one eye that is, like, cut over.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry. I
sealed.
thought that his dad was the one.
His
with
dad
the-
does as well.
Oh, okay. Eye for an eye, you know.
Did the eye look similar to Benjamin's eyes?
in gray.
No, not a kaleidoscope or anything like that.
Benjamin's eyes didn't always look like kaleidoscopes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Only when they were activated.
Yes.
You said all these vines are going back to the eye.
To one central, circular, massive creature that contains one eye.
I'm curious. I have blue eyes, right?
Yeah.
Are they hereditary or does my father have blue eyes?
Your mom.
My mom did. Does my dad have dark eyes?
Nope.
What color is his eye?
He doesn't have.
His, I believe I had said were green.
Okay.
Or
the-
no. Oh my god. Your mom has violet eyes. You also have violet eyes.
That's what I thought. You had
Okay.
Melithel is the one with blue eyes because his name was Blue for his eyes.
Gotcha.
Your father. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I believe he has green eyes.
Assuming that his eyes are of a lighter shade than brown,
Yeah.
would I know I can't see the color, but I would be able to see a distinction. Like,
Yeah, how
difference.
dark they are. They would
yeah.
seem lighter.
The eye that I saw.
Yeah.
I would relate that.
That seems bad.
Yeah.
Also, assuming that there's not one but possibly two carbuncles that are infecting the land. So
So we knew about the one, and there was definitely one.
Ariatha.
Yes, she created one, but there was definitely one prior to her death, because that's what they were trying to cure. That's what was causing the initial plague in the city.
So he might be the original. Because he had died years ago, 50 years prior to.
But the rot was there
Laverna was
prior.
researching a carbuncle while Mirrodine was still alive.
Oh, okay, gotcha. My bad.
So we know the rot is spread by Widow's Wail, and we know Widow's Wail grows in places where there have been mass deaths.
Correct.
There's a lot of death in a cemetery.
There's a lot of dead in the cemetery.
Correct.
There has not been a lot of death that's happened at a cemetery,
That we know.
usually.
Dartha, where'd you kill your dad?
We were in the palace. Well, right outside of it on the
Yeah,
steps.
in the courtyard.
Oh, okay.
Was there any large battles that happened in this general area that you can think of in history?
I don't know where we are. We're underground.
Correct, but I'm saying in relation to where the crypt is, if we were back up top, was there any geographically that had happened over the last century, millennia?
I mean, difficult to discern. We did not really have many wars during my time frame, or in the king's preceding me. The last large-scale wars that were fought here in the north were in the Dawn War. All subsequent things have been minor skirmishes with just either natural beasts or nefarious creatures. But no massive deaths. However, again, the Dawn War was in part fought near Alglatha.
Perhaps maybe it was the war that had.
Because that was Fainus Leeson?
Fainus Leeson, yes, are the killing fields. That is where the meadow is also for the ladies of Alglatha.
So it's definitely Widow's Well. And the carbuncle here possibly spawned the other carbuncle that's here. I can't remember, like DJ can.
Yeah.
Have we ever like tried to kill a carbuncle?
Nope. I will also say, carbuncles are described as being formed by the corruption of a great nature spirit. It does not need to be a druid, but a great spirit of nature.
And it needs to be cleansed, same as a human would be. Which is what Laverna's teachings that taught us.
Yes, that was what the ritual she was looking into, was how to actually cleanse the carbuncle, because in her eyes, if we think again, especially with all of the connectivity to what I have done with Felix's like ancestral spirits and that small village, it's like those kids just worshipped nature spirits within the forests.
Right.
The closest thing I could give you guys is like this. Alglatha was entirely embedded in and woven within a forest. It was a forest kingdom. So like there would have been a bevy of nature spirits that could have been available for contamination for the rot. That's why like Laverna was like, oh my god, I haven't just found one, like I found another carbuncle. Like this is a growing and spreading problem. The size of the carbuncle does, I would say, definitively equate to the strength of the nature spirit that was corrupted.
So the stronger the spirit, the bigger the carbuncle.
Correct. But like, yes, you are also still correct, DJ, in the idea of like the widow's wail naturally is drawn towards places of great death.
Not
Great death.
Right.
Does not necessarily mean
number.
Massive death.
But it could
great.
be a big thing.
Correct. It's like that was literally like Corin when he went down. It was the places of great death.
I mean, I could try to speak with the plants.
No.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible idea. I think that's a terrible idea.
That
Next
has
time we
not-
long rest, you should throw that in
That has
the
not
trash.
worked.
Please never
Just
speak.
Burn that spell.
Never speak to a plant again, please.
That has had devastating effects every single time.
The one time it was just emotionally devastating.
Yes, and then physically and emotionally devastating
Are there
and dangerous.
No, we drew faces on the plants, on the trees, and
The third time.
yeah.
any rats around?
Perform a rat check.
I'll assist.
19.
19. I'll say that there are rats around.
You could talk to the rat.
I don't have speak with animal. I don't think.
See, what I was thinking was of
Tell
you
me,
I do have speak with animals.
tell me you're not.
of using a rat as bait
God.
to see like what would happen if we dropped a rat down there.
Oh my God. You say these really profound things sometimes, and you come back with this like great memory, and then
Hear
you
me
say
out.
throw rat in
Rat
the hole.
hole.
So you're saying drop a rat 65 feet
There's
down
no
to
height at which rats can fall from.
We were just saying the same thing.
But Nesgrim, you have the rope with the thing on it. Why don't you just pierce the rat and dangle it?
To tie it.
See, yeah, I could see what
Around
speaks
his
to
neck,
the rats.
We can stab the rat in the top.
You can speak with animals?
I have speak with animals. Yes. It's also
Commiserate
You
with
want
the
to get in this
rats.
hole?
Commiserate with rat.
can
This is the
also,
spell I would like to cast.
if we have time, I can cast it as a ritual and not expend any.
I mean, there's not like a
energy.
threat.
I think
There's
there's
just,
That we know of.
Yeah, there's just a thing beneath you.
it may have some information.
I will plop myself down and start
Ritual cast
Ritual
and speak
casting.
with
Please
animals?
don't punish me again for
What do you mean
ritual
punish
casting.
you?
The pumpkin was bad.
Oh, that was just an existential
Well, no, I think
conversation with
last
the
time
pumpkin.
I cast a ritual spell, you were like,
Well, yeah, you were still
rituals.
corrupted.
You're
You're not corrupted now.
That we know of.
Well, all right, if you want to be corrupted.
I don't want to.
Okay.
And you're infected with mega rot.
No, mega rat.
It's huge.
Everybody's worried about the rot. They never asked. Stop that. Should we worry about the rat?
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
a, it was a
So,
misspelling.
so like,
Rat
do you catch the rat, or do you just like
Well,
cast the spell
I'm gonna
and then
cast the
attempt to
spell.
commune with the rat?
So, with Speak with Animals, it's a 10-minute duration, and
Yeah.
I just gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with
Yeah.
beasts for the duration.
Okay. I'll say there's 2 rats.
Yeah, I mean,
Material
it says,
component, piece of
to be
cheese.
fair, the knowledge
One
and
always lies.
And
Man, Tony, fuck Tony.
you got 10 minutes to figure it out. Good luck.
one always lies, and the other sometimes lies.
Yeah, literally, they
Both
both
from New
always
York.
lie.
Yeah, I was lying
actually
about
pretty-
sometimes lying.
Yeah.
I always lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for
Okay.
Speak with Animals, the knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts
This
can
is a
give
smart
you
fucking rat.
information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived
smart
within the
fucking
past
rat.
day. I might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for me at the GM's discretion.
You got it. Okay. So there's a rat scurrying around. He's just like, it looks like he's stopping. He's tapping his front foot. He kind of like sits vertically. And he just
a
taps
people?
that one foot. He's looking around.
It's a ritual spell, so it takes a little bit.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Rat sitting.
Is he wait? He's waiting.
He's looking at you.
I do love that the
Can I-
solution.
Can I,
Yeah, he'll walk over.
while I'm casting my spell, and just
Yeah, he'll hop and sit in your hand. And
You
kinda
have
like let you
bubonic
scratch like
plague
top
now,
of his head.
madam. Good day.
Goran would be so mad.
Huh?
Goran would be so
I
mad.
know, right? Yeah, he sits in your hand,
Yeah.
gives a little squeak. He's a pretty sizable rat.
yeah.
Little chunky guy.
Yeah.
You, madam, have
I'll give him a
bubonic
little
plague
like
now.
piece of dried fruit from my.
Oh yeah, you pull out like a little dried fig. He just fucking.
And now there's 50 rats.
Yeah, he just
Wait,
starts
we have a
gnawing
whole
this
crop
fucking
right
fig.
now.
Friend.
Yeah.
Just gonna dip in a swarm master.
I don't know if anything else is gonna happen while I'm casting this.
No,
ritual.
if nothing else, he's just gnawing on this fig. Say you get to a point where you hear like in between the gnawing, you hear a little squeak of like, "That's a good fucking fig."
Does he speak Sylvan?
Yeah. Silver rat. Ain't had a good fig like this in a long time.
Can you understand me now?
Holy shit!
Hey, yo.
You gave me this fig.
Yeah.
I thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Are you able to give me a little bit of information about this place?
Fig giver, I'll give you anything you need.
Demon Caller is out.
All right.
Fig giver.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what is your name?
I don't have a name. I am a rat.
Color.
Some have known
Call
me.
me.
I am a solitary rat. I am a nomad by trade.
What about that other rat over there?
I don't like that guy.
I don't fucking know.
I call him Gary.
He's dead.
His name's Nedskrim.
Gary just kind of follows me around. I don't really get along with Gary.
That's
Hey, you're talking about me again! Not for yourself.
that's fair. All right. Well,
I would not be so boastful as to thusly name myself.
He's a humble rat.
Yeah, I'm a humble nomadic rat.
Chonky. Call me Thickums.
so we've noticed something moving below the ground here.
I feel it in my feet.
Do you know what that is?
No idea. I don't fuck around with things like that. That's how I stay alive.
Do you live here in this cave?
Not in this. I live around. Like I said, I'm a nomad. I'm a traveler. And I'm an adventurous rat.
How long have you been here?
In this cave?
Yes, in this cave.
Maybe a couple days. Trying to look for some snacks in here. Not really anything good. Probably gonna be on my way soon.
Have you been in the building over there?
That big thing?
Yeah.
I can't get in. Sealed. I've walked all around. No holes.
And have you looked down through this tree? at any
God,
point?
no. It smells.
It smells? What does it smell of?
Well, when I got at the top of the tree and I started to look down in, I just got a bad feeling.
That's fair. We also.
There's a very intense searcher of cheese. It's too stinky.
Feel that.
Ask him if he'd be willing to crawl down and scope it out and come back and tell us what he saw.
He definitely won't be willing to do that.
Explain to him that he is a rat and a man
What's his price?
this big. If he does
What's
not,
his price? We got Roadham. What's his price? We got Roadham.
we do have a lot of good food we can give him.
Oh, merciful fig giver. Do you have a second fig?
Tell him you could do the what's it called, the mist thing. We still have extra slots that we could give to people. We could turn it in. And
It's just the rat that can gaseous form anytime he wants for
Rat
8
mist.
hours.
but
Rat
That's how you
mist.
make it
But-
demigod.
we offer him something good in return, like Roadham or something. So
Okay,
he has
so-
to come back.
I already cast the spell. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can just keep doling them out until I
But
think
you
it's
have 2 extra slots?
one extra, and I think it would have had to been assigned at the time. Also, didn't really consider it, but there is a rat already in our, or a mouse rather, already in our party. So I don't know if that would have taken up one of the slots as well.
Yeah, I'm a handsome nomad, you know, looking for a partner.
I'm looking for a second fig.
Wing woman. Set him up.
Looking for a second fig. I'm also looking for a beautiful lady rat.
I'll pull out a second fig.
That's not a second
Rat.
All right.
You had me going for a second. But I shall
have, like, an
accept
almond
this
or-
second fig. That's not a fig.
I love that show. What's it called? Rats Are Blind.
I accept almonds.
On this next episode
We've been down here for a little bit.
Yeah, it's not great down here.
But
Why are you here?
Ask him
You
if
are
he-
not a
We-
rat.
Ask him if he's willing to go down for food. You put that meaning there, not me.
Are you willing to go down for food?
I hate it here.
My friend Nesgrim here would like to know.
I don't know what a Nesgrim is.
That's him.
Oh, that guy.
That guy right there.
I'll give you a little rat wave.
Um,
Like him. Whoa, he's fucking tough.
Here. That rat just fucking waved at him. This is so fucking weird.
You're a giant talking dog man.
Damn!
Out of character. Out of character.
He was going to represent you against Laverna in a court of law.
Out of character.
I've never looked at myself in a mirror. Oh my
He just
god.
had big floppy fucking ears.
Oh my god.
You have paws this whole time.
All of my armor is thrown off. I gave up my adventuring. I'm done. He's just.
Big meaty paws.
Where are my resticles?
That rat just fucking waved.
my friend would like to know if you would be willing for payment to. What do we want from this rat?
to climb down the stump and see what he can see. He doesn't gotta go all the way down, just enough that he can describe what he's looking at.
Or even scope out the stairs.
Like the
too.
space of the room, how big it is, how far away it is,
He can
etc.,
also
etc.
He could also scope out what's inside of the door there.
That too.
For an offering, would you be willing to go down through the stump and
Oh, dear God, no. But, what's the payment?
We'll tell you where Ella Silverio is.
I fucking hate that guy. What would you be willing to offer me? For I am but a humble rat.
the offering was
Not
food.
Laverna instead.
Oh.
Nedgrim, what food do you have to offer?
Figs are my favorite.
He likes figs.
I don't think I have any figs.
What big nuts? You got any big nuts?
Let me check my inventory.
For big nuts. Specifically written in
8 pounds of big nut.
1 jar.
Well, he's checking inventory. What does this rat
Sir, will this do?
That is the greatest nut I've ever laid
It's
eyes
be
on.
8 hours.
And a jar large enough to fit a rat in.
What did you say, Sarah?
What does this rat look like?
Yeah.
What does he look
What
like?
does he look like?
I mean, he's a handsome, dapper little guy.
Little
No
guy?
mustache.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a
Piece of
little
shit.
spindly mustache.
Hear me
Like
out.
it's furled up like an old westerny guy.
Ooh.
He's got a little gray to him. He's not like old, but like he's a little
And
older
Greg,
rat.
Greg is just over there.
Yeah.
The closest thing I have to food is Ostador's finger bone.
You don't have any.
You don't have
food?
rations?
What have you been eating this whole time?
Apparently
Finger
not.
bones.
You definitely have rations and just don't have them marked down.
We'll do that, yeah. Here's
You got big nuts.
meat.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
mice
a
eat
fan
plants?
of meat.
Mice don't eat plants, do they?
Rats will eat almost
Yeah, I'll eat
anything.
whatever the fuck I want.
Rats will eat drywall.
Tell him I have fresh picked plants from the garden of the castle.
Listen, you tell me what you want to give me.
I mean, I think you can just present.
Yeah,
You just-
I will flash him.
I'll put him.
Whoa.
Ew! I'll take one of those.
I'm gonna go in that hole now. And then
Ain't no nut, but I hope it gets the job done.
I'm gonna go in the tree.
I'm gonna put the rat, the nameless rat, on my
Yeah,
shoulder
okay.
to negotiate with.
Yeah, he would
with
just-
friends.
Jerky.
Yeah, he just starts fucking munching away. He got some
and
free jerky
I'm
now.
gonna.
He's a nice man. Tell him thank you for the jerky.
He said thank you for the jerky.
Tell him he's welcome, but he now has to help us however
I
he
don't
can.
think he agreed.
I didn't
to that.
agree to anything.
He doesn't need
You
to
just-
climb down in the thing, but
You
if
just
he
gave
can,
it to him.
if he can
Hold
tell
on one
us
second.
anything.
Hey, Greg.
My name's Gary.
Gary. Hey, Greg. Gary.
My name's Gary. Hey, Greg.
I don't care. You're a rat. How you doing, Greg?
Yeah, what
Can you
want?
do this thing for me?
Have you ever been down in that tree
Oh,
stump
God,
over there?
no. Chuck told me don't go down there. I call him Chuck.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
What?
I have thaumaturgy. When we were in the building, I could have just opened the window. Sorry, go ahead.
The windows didn't open.
Windows don't open.
It says open a window.
I know, but
Would
the
you be
windows
willing
did
to
not
go-
open?
Oh.
Down there for a fig.
For one fig.
Maybe. What about a jerky?
You're giving Chuck food for free. He ain't done fucking all.
He gave me information.
What did he give you?
You. Well, I can't understand.
Well, he told me your name. He told me when he got here.
All right. 2 fig. 2
Go-
fig and I'll go in the hole.
You'll go check it out and come back and tell us what it looks like down there.
You give me 1 fig now, 1 fig when I come back.
I'll give him a fig.
Wait a minute. I think we just got played. It was
And he's gonna scurry
good
away.
rat, bad rat.
He's gonna start scurrying away through the party
I
to get towards the opening.
Hold up the
I grab him.
Melia.
He's going towards
Take
the.
a dex check.
Oh, he's going toward the stump?
No, he's
Oh.
going towards
Yeah,
the
I
opening.
grab him.
He's fucking bouncing.
I
with
grab
this
him.
Chuck was like, "Fuck Gary, dude. That guy sucks."
I grab him.
Hey,
He's
make
the-
a dex
he's the
check. I'm gonna
worst.
try to dodge you.
9.
I'm a rat 5. Yeah,
Cool.
grab
I
him.
Wait, his
grab
name
him.
is-
Great.
His name's Gary, and that's Chuck.
Charles.
Whoa, formally. Ow, fuck.
Walk into the stump.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's up
What
to
are
you
you just
guys.
gonna throw him in?
He tried. Yeah.
That guy's the worst.
Yeah, Gary sucks. Honestly. I don't fucking care about Gary.
This is my new friend Chuck, but that's.
Yeah, you just see Chuck just flipping Gary off. I knew you were gonna die.
You rat bastard!
No!
Into the stump he goes.
Aren't
Yeah.
you gonna alert them that there's people up here now? If he drops.
If a random rat falls down, no.
Sarah, I'll just say that as,
Yeah, as far as like
you'll just
crypts
hear,
and sewers and tombs go, it's like rats falling out of the ceiling's pretty normal.
Yeah, there's not gonna.
well, I mean, that guy's dead. He dies from the fall immediately.
No, there is no
I
right.
can tell you nothing.
Wait.
Drop him, or did you set him on the?
Oh no, he was trying to run away. Like.
Oh, so you threw him in. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so I
like
threw
to
him in
think
the hole.
Nestor ran up the stump and went.
No, I didn't throw him
Threw him
hard.
down.
I would have just like tossed him a little bit.
Gently.
And then I would
Just
say we should probably just back up a little.
Oh yeah, like a second or so would go by and you would hear a very definitive and feel the vibrations beneath your feet of a rumbling.
We should back up a lot.
Oh dear.
Is that what you've been feeling?
Yeah, the big rumbles.
A rumball machine.
I'll give him another fig.
Raggy.
I'll give him another fig. The one
Hey.
that was gonna go to.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Like I said, he's scum.
You keep feeding him. He hasn't helped us.
Whoa! Whoa, honorable Chuck.
He didn't run away.
Yeah.
Ask him if he saw what just happened.
Oh, he saw. He hates.
Oh yeah, I flipped Gary off on the way down. Fuck that guy.
Okay.
What do you need from me now?
I offer the. I keep wanting to call it chameleon, and that's not correct.
Chamomile.
Chamomile.
It's
Chamomile.
Kamalea or something like that.
Okay.
And I'll
Kamehameha.
and I'll use thaumaturgy to somewhere in the distance go. Ah.
That's a beautiful flower.
Would you like it? It's from the royal family. I plucked it
Perhaps could you barter with your friend to have her make that flower woven with some cloth for a handsome scarf?
I can do anything for you.
This is my. He's coming with us.
Yeah,
I'm not leaving
yeah.
him behind.
You're gonna
No.
get dorked.
Yep.
It's fine. This is my new friend.
This is why we don't have familiars.
3 episodes later, the rat's a dragon.
Look,
Worth it.
skull was full of spiders. I juggled a lot.
He wants to know if you can weave that into a beautiful scarf for him.
I could weave it into a beautiful sweater for him if he'd like.
You want a sweater?
It's a chilly down here.
It's
To
cold.
the
down
king.
there.
But I will only offer it if he gives us the answers we need.
You do have to give us.
What do you need?
We need.
I will
to
do
know-
anything for this glorious sweater.
We need you. Tell him we need him to go down, see what's going on, and then also to go over to the crypt thing and see what's going on in there.
So the crypt is closed.
Can't get in.
He can't get in.
Tried.
I
Check the
we
floor
are-
all around. Check
I
the
think
dirt.
If we open the
stump
door,
is
there's
good
plenty.
enough
Yeah.
because we will see if there are things down there. It will obviously be the crypt or not the crypt.
Sure.
Right.
That
That's
is
what we're
the
trying to
question.
figure out.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Nezram, you have that rope?
I do. I don't know why I'm picking up that now, but
I'm gonna tie a knot at the end of the rope,
Yeah.
set him on it.
Yep.
Right. If we lower you down,
Yeah.
I'll pull you right back up. But you got to tell us what you see when you're down there.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited for my sweater.
This is the most exciting adventure I, as a rat, have ever been on.
really a nomadic rat?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have never tied it around his neck.
Yeah, no, you start descending. I see darkness. I see gray. I see a lot of weird, creepy vines moving. I don't like it down here. It smells horrible. It smells like corpses. I know what corpses smell like.
That's right.
As a rat,
Yeah.
I'm around
Yep.
them. I'm in it. I need dollars. Sometimes they got buttons. I can trade with other rats on my journey. This is a weird monologue to be going on. I see 10 vines creeping back towards this large circle ball. Dude got a big eye. I think that eye's looking at me.
I'm pulling back up.
I have seen things, Fedora.
I have come back forever, Jade.
You pull the rat up, and I'll tell you that you see, as you pull him back, he is just...
Like petrified?
Oh yeah, we're not going in there.
Is he
Fuck that.
Like, is he stone or just frozen?
just frozen.
Okay.
I'll scratch his head.
Oh, thank God, I had to play dead. Oh, quick thinking from a rat, you know?
Very smart rat. As you said.
A 15 intelligence.
Insane.
Smarter than
He's
everyone
literally
here,
smarter
probably.
than Grimdar. Oh my God.
What's Ether's
He's smarter
intelligence?
than me.
I think it might be smarter than me.
I'm the smartest person you've ever met.
Yep, for sure. I'm an 11.
He's definitely
You wanna
smarter than me. I'm a
adventure
10.
with
Maybe sometimes it's Felix instead.
Moonbeam that right.
What do you mean adventure with you?
Well, we're adventurers, and you said
So we're one and the same.
yes.
But I'm kind of a solitary rat. I'd only be interested if there was the opportunity for me to settle down. Really start my own rat family.
Catherine,
That's a mouse.
Hello?
No, he's outside. It's a rat now.
Let's take a moment to think about what we're doing here.
Pimp your rat out to this weird
Yeah,
rat.
It could be a
The rat
connection.
literally was like, I've been around. I've been in it with the
But
dead
He's
bodies.
got the plan.
But if I could just jump ahead a little bit, it seems like what we're getting ready to say is, oh, you want to start a rat family? Here's Catherine's mouse. Please journey with us. And that,
Well, if they like each other.
yeah, we're just matchmakers. Then.
I guess
Yes.
I can talk to Catherine's mouse too.
Yeah,
I don't know the mouse's name.
you don't.
No one's ever cared to ask.
It's always, where's the rat? Huh? Who's the rat?
Yeah, she's just sitting on Catherine's shoulder, and she's just like looking up at Catherine's, side of her mask.
What? We've known each other. for
So you're a rat.
You're a real piece of shit.
She's a mouse. Hey, yo, what's going on? I'm Catherine's mouse. I'm a boy.
I've been an old man this whole time.
You never asked.
I'm Trashery. How you doing?
You're a wizard.
I would say,
Are you
This is-
holding the rat?
yeah, I'm gonna hold the rat. This is Chuck.
Hey, how you doing? It is a pleasure to meet. My God, you're beautiful. Look at you. I have never laid eyes on such a gorgeous
cool, be
mouse in
cool.
my. What?
Be cool.
That's what. What do you think this is? This is the
Okay.
coolest rat gig you've ever seen. How many rats have you ever known truly intimately in your life? Hey,
I mean,
sorry.
there's-
You're gorgeous. I love you. You want to get married?
And you see the mouse just kind of like squinting in his direction, and like
Also blind.
whiskers just kind of like
Beautiful. I
flobble
wanna
back
take
and
you
forth, and
around.
she's. You're filthy. Oh.
I love that boy!
No. I adventure with the Lady Catherine Hartwood. I would not be caught dead with some nomadic street rat.
I tried, man.
Perhaps if you were wearing some sweater or something, I'd be a bit more open to getting to know you, but as it stands, with this dress and demeanor, insufficient.
Is this mouse wearing anything?
No. She doesn't have her formal wear on.
See, now the rat's gonna be dejected. He's gonna run off to the desert. He's going to find a magic lamp. He's gonna get a genie. He's gonna show back up and be like, "Look, I'm a different rat, but I'm still in love with you."
Prince Ratty.
Copyright stricken down by the rat.
Listen, I'm sorry. I gotta work on myself. You're right. I have been for too long just reveling in the trash of my nomadic lifestyle. However, I am open to the thought of reeling in my ways and becoming a rat earning of your favor.
Are we saying that she makes him want to be a better man?
You make me want to be a better rat.
It's time for this rat to become a mouse.
Forget everything we've been doing up till now. This rat has to go to like finishing school and like
etiquette class.
A montage of them like trying on different clothes, and we're like,
Yeah.
Culinary school. Culinary school.
Just pointing out real quick.
Ratatouille.
Rats and mice can't breed.
Mhm.
He doesn't know that.
Well, I didn't say it in character. And Nestrum wouldn't know
They
that.
would have probably said the same thing about horses
Yeah,
and
that
donkeys,
rat
but
ain't gonna
mules
fuck that
exist.
mouse. That's what are you talking about?
Can't.
I can.
Here, he's weirdly invested in rat stuff.
I'm
A
just saying,
rat
stay
waved at
with
him and he
us.
was like, "I know all about them."
Okay, you
I'll get cleaned up. I'll take a bath. You got soap?
I
Get a
do.
little scrubbed
Weirdly
up.
enough,
We
yeah.
do
We have
soap.
Felix's soap.
And I have Felfarthen soap.
Yeah.
I need to take a luxurious bubble bath. I shall do my hair. I shall affix for myself my finest threads.
We're working on this on the.
You shall affix for me the finest
Yeah.
of threads.
Does he understand common like at all?
Do you know what they're saying?
Of course.
Oh yeah, he does.
I am a nomadic rat. I have picked up several languages through the years.
He's really
really
smart. Very, very long, spiky nails. I just like slowly carve out this. Yeah, I'm knitting. I'm knitting a flower.
That's
To a
The worst thing for Don to envision.
Paul would be mortified. He might have left if you started.
Don,
doing
we
that.
gotta kill her!
Felix would have just.
How is she not a spider?
Yeah.
She's weaving.
If I was a spider, could I do this and I climb across the walls?
Your mother was a spider, okay?
Like mother, like daughter.
Like mother, like
mother,
daughter.
like
Her
spider.
name literally was Silver Spinner.
Spiderling.
Listen, I know.
And I craft just the nicest little cardigan.
Ooh.
Ooh, like with the little patches on the
Yeah. Oh
elbows.
yeah. He's a
Uh-huh.
distinguished
The
man.
professor
Yeah.
of rat economics.
Economics.
Raconomics.
Economics?
Do you not understand economics? You should probably attend my upcoming course.
I'm talking about.
It is 10 figs to register.
I think maybe history.
He's got like a very small rat pouch. You see him pull out a real small rat pipe.
Oh my god.
We'll get you that bubble bath.
Hey there. Is that rat fucking smoking now?
Yes.
This is weirder than the talking turtle.
You talk to a turtle?
It's fucking weird, man.
I ain't never met a talking turtle before.
He was very old. I can't understand you.
No, but he
can.
can understand us.
Yes, but I can't understand him.
Would you say he's quite the
Oh, true,
raconteur?
I'm gonna turn to Catherine's mouse. What is your name? Now that I can understand what you're saying.
Oh, you're right. You've never asked me my name.
No, this is the first time. Well, I guess I spoke to
To
the
be fair,
horses.
she's never
but
asked our names either.
I know your names.
Not
You
you.
know I'm Catherine's mouth.
Yeah.
Catherine is the one who named me? You've never even asked Catherine
Well,
what my name is?
You hide in her pocket so often.
Well, yeah,
forget.
I don't want to talk about you while you're not here.
but I'm always right here.
I feel like we actually do know the mouse's name. I think I might have it in an old notebook. I'll have to look when I get home.
Can you help us rectify the situation and tell us your name?
But it's not mattered this whole time.
I believe this saying is better late than never.
She just looks up
Please?
sadly at Catherine. How could you?
And is the name Catherine calls you the name you prefer?
Well, that's what she's nicknamed me.
I'm speaking common, like Catherine
Sure.
can hear this conversation.
No, yeah, Catherine hears you and it's like, I just call her Lily because she's like a white lily.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
She might have told us that before.
Ask if the mouse likes the name because my horse did not.
Well, I think she likes the name
Riblet probably loves it.
Ribble loves that name.
Lily.
Yes.
Horse's name. What's your horse's name?
It's a perfect name.
Thank you. She said it really fitted the flowers that I was sniffing when she found me.
Probably lilies.
That makes sense, right? Logically.
Well, lilies have white flowers, don't they?
Yeah.
Lilies are predominantly.
Do we know it was? What else do we know?
No,
that's
we know.
white flowers?
We do know that it's white. It's lilies because she always smells like lilies. Arthur planted lilies at their house for her. They're Catherine's favorite, and also covers up
everything's
corpse stench.
I just
because-
expect that it is.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
maybe it is,
It's-
but it's
they're
just
funeral
thoroughly
flowers.
veiled.
Yeah, I
There's just many layers
this was
of the
established
mouse
like
treachery.
a while back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this I think it was like when I joined. This was established.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we know your name now.
She would extend her little mouse hand.
She's shaking hands with a fucking mouse in here.
This is Chuck, right?
This is not the direction I thought today was gonna go.
It's nice to formally meet you, friend of Catherine.
It's nice to be introduced. I feel like we've been friends.
But I don't know what your name is.
My name is Ritora.
You never
Demon
asked
call.
my name.
And we're gonna end there.
Oh, no. The rat!
The rat.
The mouse.
The mouse! What are the mouse?
My name doesn't
The
mean
rat, the
unicorn.
mouse.
Why
It
does
can't
the
be
mouse know
wardrobe.
what it is?
Was she speaking Sylvan too?
Oh, God. Well,
Well,
thank you all for watching this evening. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be back on Friday for the Lost Kings of Edoras, and then next Monday for the City of Oshuamp, both at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Vegetables aren't real.
I'm a fucking